All right, on today's episode, we are going to try to not only save, shall I say, the Washington Wizards, we are also going to try to make them the greatest franchise of all time. And no disrespect intended, but that's going to be some work. They haven't won since long before I was around, and probably everyone watching. So let's get at it and see what we can do here. Definitely thinking right away, we're going to let the season kind of flop. And maybe we can even trade off some of these vets and see if we can get some draft picks maybe to look towards the future with this team. Because, yeah. Well, the minute I opened my mouth and then thought about it, and I kind of thought this is the case, yeah, nobody wants to offer any picks or anything good really for these two guys. But they are in the last year of both their contracts at 30 mil. So what about, like, who's coming up? Who's the upcoming free agents maybe we can get our hands on? But we got some good players out here. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll just go through the season. We'll play this one out. We'll see how it goes. And then we will... after that. But what I think another thing I might look at doing is maybe giving more minutes to some of the young players to try to help these guys develop as well. See if that helps. You know, it's worth a shot. See what happens. We're definitely going to tank this season. But we'll see what happens here. Well, we're at the trade deadline, and we do have this option just to get, Duncan Robinson the last year of his contract. Now, he doesn't have any player option or anything, does he? But we can get him in a top 3 protected pick. I mean, I'm totally down with that. My controller's being stupid. Stop it. So he has team options for the next 2 years, which I won't accept. I don't think so. Yeah, we should be good to take this one. All right, we're at the end of this miserable season. SGA gets MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to VJ Edgecombe. Hey, we got Trey Johnson on the all-rookie second team. So we do got something going on there. But yeah, we finished, pretty bottom there. So let's just fly through the playoffs and see what we can do in this offseason. That's the most important part. Julius Randle on the West and Cat on the East. It's interesting. It's the Wolves and the Knicks in the finals. And the Wolves go on to win with Ant-Man, the finals MVP. All right, now the big moment, the off season. Yeah, we'll start right away. Let's see. We should have hopefully we have some good luck here on the draft lottery. We're just going to skip because this takes too long. And we end up with 4th. We have 25th via Houston. With the 4th pick, let's see here. Let me show you last year's standings. Let's go all teams. If this controller will cooperate. We're the second worst team with only 18 wins. We end up for 4th. I mean, to be fair, all these teams were kind of close. We all sucked, but yeah, I was hoping to get a little higher than that. I always hit the wrong button on that. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm considering going to this because I really want to be in the top 3. I don't know if a player that I want will fall or not, so I'm really tempted to take this. I think I will risk it because I am going to miss out on 2 picks. I think I'll risk it, and we're going to go for it. Let's hope one of our 3 goes in. Darren Peterson. I think we might be okay. Brown Jr., Boozer. We are good, because this was my number 1 choice right here, AJ Depanta. And yeah, he's here. So, okay, that was worth it. Whew, I almost traded that off. But I think this would be a good piece to the team here. So welcome to the Wizards, Depanta. Don't worry, we're going to be a good team soon. Now let's see, skip to our next pick. Let's see who's available now. Based on the overalls, we'll first look and see. Oh, we don't have enough scouting on him. Starter bench with that guy. And let's just go by the top ranked players. So this guy has the potential to be an all NBA. Art Taylor. And he's small forward, power forward. 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. We have Mo Ellis, starter bench capability. All-star bench with Hugh Ryder, shooting guard. I like the length and everything of Art Taylor and the chance he can be an all-NBA. So I think we're going to go with this guy. And I'm even just noticing now, he's only 18 too. So yeah, we're definitely going to take a shot with Art here. Hopefully this player will pan out to be something good. And now we're going into the second round. See if we can possibly get any kind of lucky shots here, lucky prospects. Maybe we'll get something here. Actually, let's go by overall first and just peek at what we got. But I think, yeah, we might just even take this guy. They're all kind of starter benches. Oh, he is 22. But I think we'll go with this guy just because we could use a backup point guard anyways. So let's grab him. Well, let's see what we can do here. We'll get this team all set up here. I'm very, very, very happy that we stayed with 4th and got AJ. And then have a good potential prospect and a potential all-NBA player in Art Taylor there. So we got AJ and Art. So we do have a couple options here. Trey, we could possibly go after. We definitely have the capability here with the cap hold we have. So Trey's a possibility based on our team and everything. I really like Sar, so I'm not too worried about a center. And I want someone who'll fit our team. Cam Thomas is an interesting idea, but he's a restricted free agent. I don't really like going after those. I decided anyways, I put in a kind of a bit of a heavy offer on Cam Thomas just to see if we can get him, because I'd love to have him on the team. And then I did put in a pretty decent offer to Trey, so we'll see if we get any action here. Let's see. Trey does agree, and Cam Thomas agrees. Will the other team match? Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's not looking like they are. Yeah, welcome, Cam Thomas and Trey Young to the team. I like it. I like it a lot. That's a good setup we got going here already. We got some really good pieces already. I'm loving this. All right, I have way too many small forwards, not enough big men. So I'm considering this move. I'm going to move Bilal to get Joan Berenger. I think that's a good one. We have to pick up Dante DiVincenzo's contract, but it's only for a year. So I think we could do that, because we definitely need some big men in here. So we're going to grab him, and then we'll see if there's anything else we can find maybe. Because, yeah, we are definitely short on that front. Now, Keyshawn George, great player, but obviously we got Devanza now. So I'm thinking I might do this trade and get Ron Holland. Hopefully he'll grow into a great position, because we do need a power forward. He can actually even start and hopefully help this team grow with our young core. So I think that'll also be a good trade there. And then we have, 2 centers, 2 power forwards. And yeah, we'll see. We might even let go of Klintman. We'll see here, but we definitely want to get Holland. So we're going to jump on this deal. Take that one. All right. And always one of my favorite parts is to check out the player progression here. Let's see what we got. So Trey went down to an 87, but Sar went up to 85. Trey Johnson jumps up to an 82, up 6. That's amazing. Cam Thomas up to 82. Carlton Carrington up to 81, goes up 5. Amazing. Cam Whitmore up to 79. And Ron Holland up to 79. So that's a good start there. Even AJ Johnson went up to 77. And Berenger that we picked up jumped up to 74. So that's good to see for our prospects. We got a lot of young guys on this team, as you can see. I like the way this is looking. All right, and here's what our starting rotation is looking like. I did move AJ up and gave him a few extra minutes because I want him to develop a little faster and make sure he's ends up being a great player. So I did bump him up, but other than that, I've kept it the way it was kind of defaulted to. So we got a great starting team here already, but hopefully we still lose a few. That's what we're hoping here. We kind of want to get another good draft pick, maybe one more year, because we're definitely not going to be winning no titles yet. Let's see what happens as we run through the season. We're sitting around 500 to start. Power rank 22nd, so hopefully we are going to end up where we want here. Let's stay there, guys. Yeah, that's it. Stay where you are. Don't get any better. All right, season's over, and we did finish near the bottom. Hopefully we get lucky with that draft order, and we got Wemby winning another MVP. Darren Peterson, Rookie of the Year on the Magic. Dame Lillard, Sixth Man of the Year. DPOY also goes to Wembanyama. Most Improved Player, Scoot Henderson. John Morant, Clutch Player of the Year. And then J Kidd of the Mavs, Coach of the Year. And Executive of the Year when they went 63 and 19. So let's see, do we have anybody on here? We're just going to skim this. You're welcome to pause it if you want to look, see your favorite players or anything like that. Oh, we do have AJ there. How did he do for the season, actually? Let's see. He's bumped up to an 80 already, so that's good to see. Nothing standoutish, but that's okay. We're going to get it there. We're going to get there. I know he's going to be good. So we didn't make the play-in or anything here. So again, we're just going to fly through these playoffs. Let's see. Is it going to be New York and Dallas? That would be my guess. Oh, but no, SGA, Western Conference Finals MVP, Jalen Brunson of the Knicks. So the Knicks did make it. Oh, yeah, and there you go. OKC beat out the Magic in the Western Conference Finals. And Knicks go on to win in 7 with Cat as your MVP. All right, let's see what we got in the draft lottery. This is what I'm waiting for. Oh, the Knicks have my control of my pick. I did not notice that. Oh, I hope it doesn't end up being a good one. I ended up staying in 7th for the pick. Bulls get first pick via Portland. There's a lot of vias going on there with trades and stuff. All right, so looking at the prospects and everything, we do have one guy, Tyron Stokes. All right, who's definitely a standout. Be nice to get. I don't know if we can have a look and see if there's any chance we can get our hands on that pick. I doubt it, but let's have a look and see. You never know. We might have a nice surprise. You know what? I'm actually totally okay with this. No disrespect to Trey, but he's not old, but most of the core is, early 20s. So I could make this move and get the first pick. Again, we're probably going to struggle for another year or two, but I'm looking at the future. I'm looking at building a solid core that's going to win multiple titles in the future. That's my plan here. I have to give up my 29 first round pick, but I'm hoping by then we'll be better anyways, and that pick won't be that great. So I'm going to jump on this right away and get the first pick, and that way we get the very first guy, and we're just going to skip through all that. And there we go. We're not even going to browse through here. We're going to take Tyron Stokes. Look at that. Hall of Fame floor is starter and ceiling Hall of Fame. Another 18-year-old guy who we're adding onto the team who's going to obviously be great. It's amazing. All right, I'm sticking with the all young. I'm going to take Drew Hilliard here. He has high potential as well. So another chance here, but a 6'7" point guard who's another young guy. I forget if he's 18 or 19. I forget what it was now. But another young prospect. So we're going to jump on that one. And our final second round pick, we're going to take Jermaine O'Neal Jr., but he's got potential as well. So you never know what you're going to get with that. We'll see. Hopefully we get lucky with some of these picks and they develop into great players. Forgot we had one last pick, and I'm just going to grab this guy, Bryce James. We're not going to worry too much about this low pick, but we're just going to grab him, and you never know. Let's see if we can keep him around. But I'm very happy about this. Tyron Stokes, already an 81 overall. That's going to be amazing. I just decided I'm not going to keep those last 2 picks because we just don't have the room for it, but I'm going to hold on to these guys with the high potential. We're going to hold on to them and see what they develop into and go from there. All right, so we didn't do anything in free agency because we do have a full squad already. Let's see how we're looking now. So Sar bumps up to 86. Trey Johnson goes up 4 to an 86 as well. Amazing. And there's our man AJ, already jumped up to an 84, going up 6. Ron Holland up to an 82, going up another 3. Cam Thomas stays at 82. Cam Whitmore goes up to an 82. AJ up. We kept DiVincenzo on a minimum contract. We did an extension with him last year. Behringer that we did that trade for goes up to 76. He still has potential. And Art Taylor, another one of our prospects that we drafted in the first year, with that all NBA potential, goes up 4. So let's see what we can get out of that. Well, I'm happy with this starting lineup setup and everything, with the one exception that I did move Stokes up to the front here. I'm hoping that'll help him develop a bit. I gave him 5 extra minutes. So we moved him up to the front, and we'll see how we'll run the team for a little bit and see how it goes. Maybe into a bit. Let's say we'll go into end of January here, just see how the team is looking, and we'll go from there. All right, our record isn't the best, but our team seems overall happy. There's a few guys who say they want to test free agency, but I mean, we got them locked in for a while, so their opinions could very well change. We're going to continue on this. We're not going to bother doing any trades at this point. I only did another extension to DiVincenzo. I just added one more minimum contract, 1 more year to him, so that's all I'm going to do there. I only had one other player available to do an extension on, but we do have them locked in for 2 more years. So I'm going to leave that too and just see how the team develops after the next season. But we are creeping closer to 500. We're close. We're creeping closer. Wemby, another MVP. That's 3 straight. There we go. Rookie of the year, Tyron Stokes. Right on. That's our guy. 6-man Josh Giddey. Interesting. He's playing 6. I wonder who they picked up. DPOY of Wembanyama again. Most improved player, Mikael Brown Jr. Clutch player, Devin Booker. Look at his average, 36 points a game. Damn, that's wild. Look at his field goal, 55, 90 from the free throw line, 46. I might as well say 47 3-point. That's insane. Pistons, JB Bickerstaff, coach of the year, and their executive as well. Gets executive of the year. And we'll just skim this again, but no surprise there on the first All-NBA team, Wembanyama, Jokic, Doncic, Booker, and Edwards. Whoops, wrong button. And now I'm just gonna skim through and just see if we've got anybody else there. There's our guy on the all rookie first team, and no play-in or nothing for us. So we're just gonna zip through here again. Wembanyama and Jalen Johnson. Nice. So this is a cool. We got Hawks and Spurs. And Spurs win. I believe that was in 7 as well. Wemby gets a Finals MVP. Boy, he's got a lot of trophies. He's gonna need an enormous trophy case in his house. By the time his career's done, that's for sure. He already needs one now. All right, let's see how this draft lottery ends up. Where are we sitting? Wizards via Brooklyn, 6th spot there. Oh yeah, we had to swap best, I believe, with them. So we got potential to get another good pick here. We'll happily take. We're gonna zip through and see what we get. Was it top 3 protected? Because Nets got 3rd pick, and then they got 10th via us. Well, that sucks. We got the 17th via New York, and the 30th via Detroit. I don't know if we could package those or do anything with that. But we have so many pieces right now. I'm kind of happy with, unless we can get something really good here, with even just sticking with the team we got right now. All right, I'm just swapping off a couple picks with the Suns for future draft picks. Because we don't need all these draft picks that we have. We have a ton. So that'll help a little bit. But we're going to keep our, 17th pick and one of our 2nd rounds. All right, I'm taking the top overall pick who's right here. Shooting guard, again, 19, so young player with a wingspan of 6'11", and has the potential to be an All-NBA, but the floor is a starter. It's definitely going to be a great player here. So welcome in, Junior. And 2nd round, we're just grabbing Abe here. He's a point guard with potential to be a starter, but that's about it. We're actually going to put Abe on a 2-way contract as well, so he gets some more time in the development league. All right, we do need to free up 1 roster spot, so I'm going to trade off Patrick Williams here and a 2nd round pick for a 2029 1st round pick from Brooklyn in the future. And that should work out. That we'll have a full roster with no issues there. As much as I hate doing this, we're going to have to let Cam go here. We're going to trade him off for 2 picks from Portland again for the future. So player progression, we got AJ jumping up to an 87. Sarr up to an 87. Trey Johnson up to an 87. Carlton Carrington up to an 84. Tyron Stokes up to an 84. Ron Holland up to 84. What a good first 6 that we got sitting right there. Art Taylor, one of the prospects, jumps up 5 to 78. Behringer jumps up to a 78 that we did in that trade right at the beginning. And then we do have Hilliard jumping up 5 and O'Neill Jr. jumping up 2. So those are a couple of our other young prospects that are going up a bit. See what we get out of that. So Cam ended up signing with the Jazz on a 14 mil contract for 1 year. And he went up to 84. We definitely did not want to lose him. But it is what it is. And here we are with our starting lineup and everything. And we have a pretty good team built up here. I expect us to be making the playoffs this year for sure. Just doing a check in here. As you can see, we're at a winning record, which is awesome to see. Chemistry is looking decent. We didn't do any contract extensions. We're not doing any of that. No trades, nothing like that. We're leaving the team as it is. And let's see how we end up in this season. But look at that. We're definitely going to make some noise here. Bouncing between 3rd and 4th in the conference. Can we hold in that? Get some home court advantage? Looks like we did. Wemby with MVP again. Bruce Keefe, Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, 6th Man of the Year. I think he had that last year as well. Wemby, another DPOY as well. Barney Young, Most Improved Player. Devin Booker, Clutch Player of the Year again. Still averaging a crap ton of points. And then we got the Mavs for Coach and Executive. And All Rookie. We do have Junior Chambers in the second All Rookie second team. So that's good to see. I don't know if he had many minutes, if at any. He did have a little bit. Yeah, he did get 8 minutes a game. So he's got a little bit under his belt there. Look at that. Beautiful. 4th seed. Finally getting some playoff action, and we're first round. We're facing off against the Raptors, who I believe had the first overall pick. Oh no, they had the second pick, sorry, in the last draft. And they got a lot of the same players there, except for their center, Jay Mugbo there. Or Mobo, it might be Mobo, just like one of their current players. This will be a good matchup, but I think we should have the advantage here. Let's just leave everything as is. Sim the first game. We win game 1. They win game 2. They win game 3. Okay, now we're going to look at this a bit and just see. And we tweak this a bit. It's a pretty balanced lineup. I like that. We have no one who can play backup center, which would kind of be nice to have. But overall, it's pretty balanced. They do win game 3. They win game 4, sorry. And we won game 5. No, but we lost out in 6. First round exit. Boo. Cooper Flag, Western Conference Finals MVP. Cade Cunningham over on the East. So we got Pistons and Mavs. And the Pistons win in 7. Wow, Cade Cunningham Finals MVP. Look at those stats. 33, 5, and 10. An amazing shooting percentage. 60% from the field. Toronto ended up losing in 5 after beating us. All right, but that's okay. We made the playoffs. We're making some progress. Let's see if we can continue that here in the next season. Look at that. We do have potential top pick here. We got good potential with 2. Wow, look at all the picks we got sitting here. Maybe doing that trade paid off. And we end up with 3rd from the 1, 7th from Brooklyn, 9th from Milwaukee. Geez, we're not going to be able to sign all these players, though. That's the one issue we're going to run into here. I mean, I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing to have. All right, so I decided to just dump all my second round picks. So they're all gone. But I'm keeping all the first round picks because we have, 3, 7, and 9, I believe. And there's a lot of good prospects in this one. I did just do the auto draft this time. I didn't download any ones where I did in the last couple seasons. So let's see who we got right here. Christopher Weber, power forward, 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan, 280 pounds. He's a big boy. And Hall of Fame ceiling floor starter. Perimeter defense, athleticism, and 3-point shooter as well. Ooh, that's hard to turn down right there. But let's see. We do have Dalen Cowens, who is the Sporting News 1 rank. Was also Hall of Fame starter. And he's a center. We have a lot of good prospects in both spots here. All NBA starter. I think I'm going to take Chris Webber here. C-Web. Can we call him that in honor of? I don't know. Maybe we'll pretend he's C-Web Jr. or something here. Yeah, I think we're going to go with him. Because he can play power forward and center. And I know Sarr was considering exploring free agency. So we may end up losing him. So we might want to consider that. And let's see if we can grab another center or something here coming up. Okay, that was another guy I was very interested in. He just went 6. Who's our best available options now? Jimmy Mayo, all-star starter. So this guy does have a lot of good potential, but small forward, which we have Debanza. Not that that's the do-all, which is always good to take the best available. Hall of Fame bench with Dante Tate here. I think we looked at before. As a center, all-star bench. So I like that his floor is a starter, because that could become very lucrative even for trading. But I also like this option because, again, we could lose Sar. We have a good rebounding guy, and then we have our power forward guy that we picked up who's can be a stretch 4. So this guy's only 19, so he's got a lot of up and coming. I think we go for it. We're going to take Dante Tate here, and then maybe we'll get lucky and get our other choice here in 9. And look at what we got here. We got Jimmy Mayo right here. So yeah, we're going to take Jimmy Mayo then now. We considered him in the last pick. So there we go. We got some amazing picks here. I'm really happy with these guys. And let's see here, the rookie signing. So yeah, C-Web starts off with an 80, Dante Tate a 71, and Jimmy Mayo a 75. But we're going to have the same problem again this year where we're going to have too many players, not enough positions. That's going to become a problem here. Because yeah, we're definitely keeping all these guys. Yeah, so that doesn't help us at all. Now with this, yeah, we're going to have to let go of some of these prospects, sadly. So we might have to do exactly what it's saying here. Behringer's a 78. Yeah, I think I'd at least want to trade him rather than anything. If I was going to do anything there. So yeah, I like this setup. Drew Hilliard, yeah, we need him as a backup point guard because we're not re-signing DiVincenzo this year. So that does actually free up another spot, come to think of it. So there's our 3 spots opened. That's what we'll have to do, is we'll have to stick to that. And then we should have a full roster when this is all said and done. I'm at such a dilemma here now. So I decided to throw an offer at Stephon Castle, and he actually is agreeing. But then what I would have to do is renounce rights to Ron Holland and Trey Johnson, which is that's painfully high. I wonder if will it let me. Can I keep Trey Johnson maybe and Joan Behringer instead? Oh, I really have to think about this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this because I'm just thinking of my team chemistry and the system matching and everything. And I think this will be the right call. We do have the young guys that we got for 4 and 5 spots. So I think we can do this and then we can sign Stephon Castle. Hopefully this doesn't backfire. Oh yes, we did put an offer in on Cason Wallace. Can I keep him though? I don't think I can, because I want to keep Trey Johnson. So sorry, buddy. I appreciate you accepting our offer, but yeah, we're going to have to do this way. All right, I don't think any funny business happened there. So hopefully I've got 14 players locked in here. And let's take a look. Look at that. AJ is jumped up to a 92. We got our new signing, Stephon Castle at 89. Trey Johnson moves up to an 89. Tyron Stokes moves up to an 87. Art Taylor, one of our prospects, up to an 84. And then our new C-Web at an 80 there, that our new draft pick. We picked up Mitchell Robinson. Drew Hilliard, again, one of those young prospects, jumps up to a 77, goes up 5. That's what I was hoping. I want him to be our backup point guard. Junior Chambers goes up to 76. DiVincenzo, I did end up re-signing him on a minimum because he's played well for the team, so why not? So we re-signed him, so he'll probably be like off the bench, but hey, at least we got some veteran experience there just in case. Then Jimmy Mayo, that other new prospect we got there, and we also picked up Robert Williams. He dropped down 3, but I mean he's a good. We picked him up on a minimum, so he's just going to be a bench warmer really, anyways. And Dante Tate, another one of our prospects there. So that's our team for this coming season. Yeah, so in all that, we lost Sar. So we're going to be a bit hurting at the center position, but at least we got some good power forwards here. You know, it's working out pretty good so far. And we're leaving the team as is through the trade deadline because the chemistry is solid here. Everyone's up in their stats, so, you know, I don't want to break this up right now. I'm really happy with the way the chemistry is going. And if we can finish similar seeding to last year, but get through the first round, I will be a happy guy. Wemby, wow, 4th straight MVP. This entire playthrough, he's been MVP. Dalen Cowens of the Pacers, Rookie of the Year. 6th man, Cameron Williams. DPOY, Evan Mobley. Okay, at least that wasn't Wemby this time. Cameron Williams, Most Improved Player. Zion Williamson, Clutch Player of the Year. And Quinn Snyder, 62 and 20 record for the Hawks. Christopher Bell, so they get the coach and executive. Yeah, good season for them. Do we have anybody here? Very good names here on the first team. And then we'll just skim. There's AJ, made it to All-NBA 3rd as he's advancing now, 23 years old. And AJ is also an all-defensive 2nd team. Amazing. I love defensive players. I love watching a team with a really good defense. That's like my favorite thing to see. Dante Tate, all-rookie 2nd team. That's good. And Christopher Webber, all-rookie 1st team. So getting some minutes for those young guys is paying off. Definitely. And we'll just zip through the play-in. So who are we? We're facing Toronto again. Let's see. Do we have the same matchup as last year? Oh, they got Chucky Hepburn at point now. RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Kobe Mullins. Now, oh yeah, that's the guy they picked 2nd last year. So he's advanced up to an 87. So Scotty Barnes is either gone or a bench player for them. Interesting. And then we got our team there. Look at those numbers. 89, 89, 92, 88, and then the 79 Mitchell Robinson there. But yeah, come on. We got to beat them this year. We got to do it this year. Don't be ripping me off here. We win game 1. We win game 2. That's much better. We won our home court. They win game 3 and game 4. Okay, we better win game 5. This is a big one. This is an important game here, so don't screw this up, guys. Come on. Close game, close game, close game. 2-point game. 1 point. Look at this game. It's back and forth. We're going to probably jump in here. Uh-oh, Toronto's got up to a 5-point lead here. I guess we'll jump in and see. This is a big game. We need the win here. So hopefully we can pull this off. Make a nice comeback here in the last minute 53. We do have the ball here. Here's Castle. He's trying to get attack and get to the basket. Oh, and I always forget to turn off the announcer. But anyways, back to that. He did get it after we skipped through over that. He did make the basket, and we're at a 3-point game here. Scotty trying to penetrate. Oh, and Mullins off the pick. Gets free and makes the big dunk. We are 5 points. Come on, boys. We need to get this one. Castle's bringing it up. Come on, guys. Here comes the pick. He takes the 3. Oh, and it rims out. Braun's bringing it up. Behind the back. Oh, he almost loses it. Oh, but Mullins picks it up in time before we can get steal there. Hepburn into Barnes. He's going to kind of post up. He's trying to get in there. You better not get a 3-second there, buddy. Oh, and he can't get it in. Great defense by Stokes. I'm stoked about that defense. He passes it over to Castle on the break. Oh, I don't know what Castle's doing there. He might have been able to get an open 3 there, but whatevs. He's getting in, and he makes the layup. Good. He's making up for it with a layup there. Awesome. We're back to a 3-point game with 52 seconds remaining. Here's Scotty bringing the ball up. He's going to take the pick from Mullins. Swings it over to Mullins, who takes the 3. They gave him too much room. No! 6-point game again. Man. Castle brings it up. Come on, boys. We need a bucket here. This is big time. This is big time. Attempts to get in, and then he kicks it out to Taylor. Swings it over to Debanza. He's taking the pick from C. Webb, and he takes the 3. They went under the screen. Not a good move. Debanza makes it. What a clutch bucket there. We're back to a 3-point game. And yeah, forced to foul there. Would I have fouled there right away? I don't know. I think I would have tried to at least try to trap them and get it up court there a bit. See if we could get a steal. But yeah, what's done is done. I do get it. There's not much time left. Scotty, unfortunately, makes them both. All right, guys, we need a miracle now. We need a miracle. Johnson brings it up. We need a quick bucket, too. Oh, he's going to take the 3 from there, and it rims out. And they're going to get the foul. That's likely going to do it, unfortunately. And they're officially ended 114-111 there. Johnson with 38, Debanza with 23, Castle with 15. And on the Raptors side, Ingram with 23, Scotty with 18, Chucky Hepburn with 16, RJ with 14. And unfortunately, we're going to have to try to make an epic comeback and win one in Toronto to stay alive here. We need to come on. We need to pass Toronto this year. We do not want a first round exit again. So come on, guys. Let's make a big win here on the road. It's close. 2 minutes. Oh, no. They're up by 14 now. 2 minutes left. Oh, we lost again to the Raps in 6 in that first round. Painful defeat. Wemby, Western Conference, and Eastern Conference, Darren Peterson. And look at that. The Raps did actually make it to the conference finals this year. So at least we can say we lost to a top 4 team, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to look to the right side of this whole thing. And then the Spurs end up winning. There's Wemby with finals MVP. Get out the brooms there. They even swept him. Well, thanks to all those trades. You see, this is why I like to trade and not lose players like Sar. But with all those trades, we got a potential couple good picks here. And look at this. Our nemesis, the Raptors, have a potential first pick from Indy. I hope we don't see that. Let's just skip ahead and see. Oh, they ended up with the 3rd pick. We got 7th, 13th, and 25th. So we have 3 more picks this year. Craziness. Again, I might drop 1 just to try to, because yeah, we're not going to sign all these freaking players anyway. But yeah, we may do that. Let's see. And yeah, I like this one. So I'm going to trade our actual pick along with a future 2nd for a top 3 protected pick with Orlando just to make this. And then we'll keep the other 2. Oh, actually, hold on. Oh, too late. Let's just see what the scouting looks like here before we jump into this, just to see what we're looking at here. Let's sort it out this way. Damon Dawson, a shooting guard. Oh, that would be a nice fit to our team. I don't know if we could get our hands on that. Yeah, Boston does not want to give up that pick at all. Don't blame them. Yeah, and they did take Damon Dawson. So we'll just sit where we are then. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get a good pick at 7th. Let's see who we have here. All right, so based on, this is a good all NBA or bench player here, and Will Daniels, power forward. Ellis Brewer could be a Hall of Fame or bench, so it could be like do or die with that pick. I don't know about that one. Seth, starter bench. And let's just look at our all NBA bench for Oscar Longley. That's the guy we already looked at. That was Will Daniels we looked at before. All NBA bench Artem Kiba, starting as a 71 overall, 22 years old. Yeah, that could fit with our team well. I was thinking about our team fit. We have all NBA bench with Lynn Jones as a point guard. They're all basically all NBA or bench players. Maybe we go with Kiba here. Let's do it. Let's go with Kiba here. Hopefully that'll be the right fit for our team as well. From Ukraine. We ended up getting Lynn Jones with our 13th pick next here, so that's good. And with the last pick, I don't know if we'll hold on to this one, but we ended up going with another player from Ukraine, an Anton Kolomak, who has a lot of potential as well as a power forward. So maybe we can keep him. We'll see if we'll keep him or not at the end here. All right, so we are matching an offer that was given to AJ here. We're definitely going to match that offer. Like, I definitely want to hold on to Art, but we're going to have to let go some of our backup guys, and we'll see what we can do from there. But we need to make sure we lock in our key guys, because we've got a lot of good young players here, so we can't lose these guys. So hopefully we've got all the ones locked in. I'm kind of skimming here just to see if we're not missing anybody. Yeah, there's Art there, but he's also restricted free agent. He's going to want a lot of money, eh? I don't know if we're going to be able to keep all these guys. All right, so Art agrees to our offer, and then again, we're matching. We'll be able to keep all these guys, because I want to hold on to you. I definitely want to hold on to you. Looks like Trey didn't accept the qualifying offer. That sucks, so we lost him. But let's look at our progression here. AJ with 9 goes up to a 94. Tyron Stokes goes up to a 90. Stephon Castle goes down 1 to an 88. Interesting. Art goes up to an 87. The new C-Web, it goes up to an 83. Drew Hilliard, our backup point guard, awesome, goes up to an 80. That was one of our prospects from way back. I think that was like, yeah, 2027 draft, we got him. Jimmy Mayo's going up to a 79. Dante Tate goes up 6 to a 77. That's awesome, because he is our backup center, so we're still a little weak on that position, so I'm glad to see he's jumping up. Junior Chambers stays. Wow, I thought he'd go up a little higher. And then our other young guys that we just drafted in here. All right, so here's the rotation for the next season. With Chambers going in as the shooting guard now that we lost Trey Johnson. But he's supposed to be minimum starter anyway, so I still think he's going to go up. So we'll keep him there. We got Debansa there, Stokes, and I moved Weber to center as his main position. Didn't affect his rating, so we moved him there to get him as the starter, and I put Mitchell Robinson to the bench. Because I kind of wanted him to be a starter as well. And so I think then we got some, look at our backup players, we got 9-man rotation, and our 6th man is an 88, and then the other 3 are 80 overalls. This team better do some good. And we are a little better than last year so far, knock on wood. Actually, just as I was saying it, we jumped up to 1st. I noticed we were sitting in 2nd. Power rankings 3rd. Oh, now we're bouncing. We must be in a tight race here between some teams. What will we finish off? Looks like it was 2nd there. Oh, big surprise, but 2 big surprises. One sarcastic, Victor Wembanyama with yet another MVP. But the not so sarcastic is he joined the Clippers. What? Somehow I don't see that happening IRL. If Spurs stay, keep their core together, yeah, they're going to be a formidable team for a long time, possibly even a dynasty. So I don't think that'll happen. Just saying. Andre Dudley, Rookie of the Year for the Raps. Braden Breeze, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby, DPOY again. Hey, our guy, Most Improved Player, Junior Chambers, right on. So giving him that starting role, gave him a little thing there. His shooting and everything could be better, but I still think he's going to be, he's going to jump up, I think, in the 80s this next season. You watch. Trae Young, Clutch Player of the Year. All right, do we have some guys up in this? Let's see here. There's AJ now all NBA 2nd team, so he moved up a little bit. And Tyron Stokes, all NBA 3rd team. Awesome. All defensive. AJ is sitting there on the 2nd team once again. But all right, let's see. We'll just skip through the play-in. Boop. And let's see who we got here. Don't tell me we're facing... You're kidding me. You're kidding me. We're facing the Raptors again. Now, they better not beat us this year. They're 7th seed. Let's see what we're up against here. Andre Dudley, Jace Richardson, Brandon Ingram, Kobe Mullins, and Jay Mobo. So they have a couple repeat players. Oh, you better not beat us. You better not. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. And the curse is over. Not only did we beat him, we swept him. Oh, yeah. I'm glad to see that. Now we got to face Detroit basketball here in the second round. And who do they got there? They still got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Azir Thompson, John Collins, Jalen Duren. Well, this is a good team. Let's see how we match up against them. And we still have our rookie guy, or well, our young guy. I shouldn't say rookie. But our young guy as starting shooting guard. So let's see. Oh, Detroit wins game 1. Do I want to sim another game or swap the lineup? Let's see. Oh, they won both games. How are we looking here? AJ had 21. Weber had 21. He had 32. Ivy had 27. Is there any obvious tells here that we could look to move? Is the plus minus looking? That's a -9. Chambers -6. He shot well and everything. I don't know if it's worth juggling up the lineup a little bit here. Like, I wish I could move one of these guys to shooting guard. I don't know if it would like... What would happen if I were to put one of them as shooting guard? I'm keeping the minutes pretty balanced, but I am moving Hilliard up to starting shooting guard. He's a better defenseman, so let's see if that can help a little bit. Maybe contain Ivy a bit. Maybe we can win a game here. Yes, we did win this game. We go down 3-1. 3-2. I'm doing sim cast on this one. 7-point game. 10-point game. It's not looking good. They got a couple free throws by the looks of it. Yeah. Well, we made it to the second round, but we got eliminated again by a lower ranked seed as well. It's kind of frustrating there. But we're going to see some progression, so hopefully we're going to be there this year. So Cade Cunningham, Cooper Flag. So they do. Pistons do go to the finals, so at least we lost to the finals team. Mavs win in 7. Cooper Flag MVP. Have we got anything here? So yeah, we do have a good pick potentially from one of our earlier trades. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Oh, and it fell down to 6th spot. Damn. But still, 6th pick isn't too bad. And then we have ours at 28. All right, I'm trading off a second round and our end of the first round pick here for a top 3 protected 2033, because why not? The draft doesn't look too strong this year, so I'm just trying to see if I can move out any of these picks. I'm definitely going to keep 6th pick, though. And can we just kind of maybe dump these ones off, too, for something in the future? I'd rather do that. Oh, what else do we have to give up here? Oh, a 34 second round pick for a 32-33. I'd rather just flat out get picks for picks. Yeah, there we go. Picks for picks. I'm fine with that. Let's just get rid of those. There we go, because we can possibly even use them for negotiating things in the future as well. All right, so 6th pick we got. Let's see what we end up with here and what's available when we get there. And I think for our pick, I'm going to go with Josh Purdue here. Oops, he's all NBA potential. He does have a bench on the low end, but a lot of them do. Like I say, this draft kind of sucks. But this guy's 19 years old with a 7'1" wingspan. A 3-point shooter, inside scoring perimeter defense. That's kind of a layout that I feel like I like on my teams. So we're going to go with Josh here. And hopefully he'll turn into something good. You can say, tell me something good later. There we go. Josh Purdue is our pick for this year. And you see, like, the picks are kind of meh all the way through. There's no big standout player. Now, I think we kind of want to accept all of these, in my opinion. Yeah, I want to keep all my prospects if I can here. So let's hold on to all of these guys, because I don't think we're going to be doing anything else. So we offered some extended contracts to Tyron Stokes and Drew Hilliard and got them both locked in. That's awesome. Drew Hilliard, again, one of our earlier picks up in 2027. He's not the best fit for our team, but I was thinking maybe I could look to trade. I can see. I'm going to look at the full layout of the team and consider, options there. Maybe we can make a move, because we need to get past second round. We need to get to the finals, conference finals, I mean. We need to get to those conference finals at least this year. I don't think anything other than that will be a bust, so we need to make sure we get there. So there, everything seemed to go through okay. We got all our same players. We're well over the cap too, which is another reason why we need to make it far. So hopefully we do. Tabansa remains at a 94 on the player progression. Tyron Stokes remains 90. Art Taylor goes up to an 89. Stephon Castle sits at 88. Christopher Weber goes to up to an 86. Dante Tate goes up 6 to an 83. Amazing. Jimmy Mayo goes up to an 4 to an 83. And then Hilliard stayed the same. Let's look at some of our prospects. Up 6 with Kiba. Up 6 with Jones. Up 2 with Kolomak. Saddened to see, though, that Junior Chambers did not go up, despite all we did there. Now, that one might have been kind of a bit of a bust. But can't win them all. I mean, we've won a lot here. All right, looking through a few deals. This is one I think I'm going to make. We got Art Taylor, right? Who's a phenomenal player, but he's coming off the bench. And yeah, we're going to be unable to sign him, I'm sure, once hard cap kind of gets in our way. It's going to make it very hard for us to sign him. So we can get Dyson Daniels as our starting shooting guard and Cason Wallace, which is someone we tried to pick up a couple seasons ago. We do have to give up Kiba as well, which is one of our draft picks that has potential to be an All-NBA that we drafted in 2030, our 7th pick. But I think we could do. I feel like Dyson Daniels on this team could be the difference to making it to the finals. So let's do it. And let's see how we look now. We're going to rearrange this roster here. So look at our starting lineup now. Stephon Castle, Dyson Daniels, AJ Dybantsa, Tyron Stokes. Oh, what happened there? Tyron Stokes, and Christopher Weber. And I still think we have a solid bench crew. Yeah, we have a solid bench crew still. 83, 83, 83, and an 80. And these 4 guys. And it actually balances our team a lot better too. If you look at the minutes per position, our team is a lot more balanced. So hopefully this will really help out. Just to show too how well this did work out, Dyson Daniels is a 5-star in our system. So we have 4 of our starters are 5-star. It was amazing. I think this, yeah, it's just insane. This is going to be a team to reckon with, that's for sure. As long as we can keep them all together, but hard cap's going to probably kick our ass soon. But at least we got a good chance here. We need to win a title right now. And looking at the start of the season, we're doing pretty good. Our chemistry is way up there. The fan interest has spiked. And look at this record we got going here. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm not doing a single trade at all. I extended Stephon Castle's contract at the beginning of the season. That's all we're doing. We're just going to let this roll through. Come on. We got to get at least 60 wins here. For that good win streak. Good win streak. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Nope. We're not stopping for nothing. Oh, we can't get to 70. But we are definitely going to hit 60. There it is. Hit the 60 mark. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Amazing. 68 and 14. MVP. AJ gets the MVP this year. Sorry, Wembanyama. You got to step aside and give someone else an MVP trophy this year. Nathan Townsend, Rookie of the Year with the Nuggets. Young Hansen, 6th Man of the Year. Nice. Wemby does still get DPOY, so there, you did get something. Damon Dawson, Most Improved Player on the Celtics. Cade Cunningham, Clutch Player of the Year. And look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, my controller is being stupid again. We got Coach of the Year, but not Executive of the Year yet, but we got Coach of the Year. I mean, you should look at us for Executive too. I'm just saying, we're pretty freaking good. AJ, All-NBA First Team this year. Any other notables here? Tyron Stokes, All-NBA Third. Dyson Daniels, All Defensive Second Team. AJ Dybantsa, All Defensive Second Team. I love that. I love defense, like I said. All right, so we ended up first seed, obviously, with that, and we're facing Philly. Hopefully Toronto gets out of here. Well, either way, we're going to be facing in the next round a team that's beaten us in the recent years. So we better not end up with any of that. Actually, I should quickly just see if I can readjust this a little bit based on performances right now. But look at this. This team is ridiculous. This is insane. Everyone's like pumped up. Morale's good. I love it. We win game 2. We win game 3. And we swept Philly. Sorry, guys. We didn't even look at Philly's team. But sorry, you're out. Now we're facing Detroit. They ended up getting through. So who do they got? Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Isaiah Thompson, Eshawn George, and Jalen Duren. I think that's the same team as last year. Very, very good team. I think that's the same team that we had faced last year. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. And another sweep. Oh man, we're going to need a lot of brooms this year. We go on to face the 2nd seed Atlanta in the conference finals. This is what I want to at least get to the finals, really, with this team. So let's see if we can get past them. Rudolph Jones, Risache, Art Taylor, our guy. Right, this is the team we did the trade with. Right. Jalen Johnson and Okongwu. So this is a very good matchup. Very, very good matchup. Let's see what happens here. We win game 1. We win game 2. We protected home. We win game 3. Oh, they win game 4, sorry. And gentleman sweep, we let them have one, you know? Cooper Flag on the west and AJ on the east. Look at this matchup too. This is going to be wild. Mavericks versus Wizards. Let's see the matchup here. Igor Demon, Braden Burries, Cooper Flag, Derek Queen, and Kristaps Porzingis. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. No way. Oh, they win game 4. And then we win game 5. There we go. We got a championship. We needed it. I don't know how long we can keep this team together, so we needed this win. Champions. There we go. It took us a few, but we made it. AJ, finals MVP. What an amazing run. Only 2 losses through the whole playoffs. And we swept the first 2 rounds. What an amazing run that was. Now let's see where we start getting in trouble here with our salaries. Oops. Do we have any early picks? Wizards via Orlando. So we have potential high pick again this year. And we ended up falling down 1 to 7th. Oh, that pick. That's fine with me. We have the 30th pick and the 7th pick. There is one standout player here, a center named Vlade, and he'll probably go first. I did look just to see if there was any options. No options for the first pick. Let's see if they do take him. Yep, and there he goes. So yeah, I'm not going to bother moving up any further with that guy gone. But same thing as last time. I might see if I can just get rid of some of my other draft picks. Maybe I can dump off these and continue to rack up picks in the upcoming years. Oh, no offers were found. What if I just do one? Yeah, there we go. Figured we could at least get rid of this pick. It's a 30th pick overall. I just want future picks, please. They want, yeah, sure. We'll do that. It's fine with me. Anyone want to take this pick? Second round, first pick. Maybe I should keep it. You know what? Yeah, let's just keep that one. Maybe we'll get something. Maybe we'll get something good here. All right, who do we got available here? First one to look at here, all-star starter in Jackson Town. So he's guaranteed to at least be starter, all-NBA starter with Juan Ortiz. Wow, okay. But they have guys pick all-NBA bench. See, I don't know about that. I'd rather have like a guy who's a minimum starter with a floor. So power forward D Mullen, all-NBA starter. And then who was that other guy again? Juan Ortiz, who's going to be an all-NBA starter as a center. He's a power forward. Center backup position. Are you just a center? No, you're center power forward. So you can play either position. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Juan Ortiz here. All NBA starter position. I really like that. That fits what I'm going for here. So yeah, we're taking this. All right, with our other pick, we do have a potential all NBA or bench player here with Richard Washington. So I think I'm going to grab him and we'll take him for our second pick and see if we can get some luck with this guy. And I am going to accept all options on these players for sure here. All right, and looking at the player progression, this is so sick. So AJ stays at 94. Stokes goes up to a 92. Oops, there's my thing again. Dante Tate jumps up 4 to an 87. Christopher Weber also goes up 1, so he's also an 87. Stephon Castle goes down 1, but stays at 80, but is an 87, so that's good. Dyson Daniels remains 87. Mayo goes up to an 85. Jimmy Mayo. Cason Wallace, who I think I just re-signed. I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, I re-signed him. 83. Lynn Jones jumps up 6 to an 80, which is amazing because he's kind of our backup PG now. Hilliard remains an 80, so yeah, we might explore that trade option on him now. Josh Purdue goes up to a 78 already. Our pick from last year. Juan Ortiz, 76, that's our new pick. Colomac goes up to 74. I was going to let him go. I decided to hold on to him to see what he would do, but he does go up to 74. We'll see. He's got like basically 1 more year shot with us. But we kept majority of the team together, so hopefully we can repeat. Ooh, we off to a really good start again here. Love it, love it, love it. Coming up on the end of the season, we had another great year. I really thought we'd be in the 70s here, but 68-14, not going to complain about it. Oh, Wemby's back as MVP. Vlade, Rookie of the Year, 6-man Freddie Green, DPOY, Wemby as well. Mac Alexander, Most Improved Player, Cade Cunningham is the clutch player, and Clay Bennett, our coach, but not us. And let's see, we got AJ on first team all defensive. We got Tyron Stokes on second team, all NBA, I should say. Nobody on third, but now we're talking all defensive. And we got to have Dyson Daniels. We got to at least have Dyson Daniels up on there. That's the whole reason we got him. And then Juan Ortiz actually did make the rookie second team, although it's missing a few players. But he did make that. I only had him playing 3 minutes a game just because my team's so good. It's crazy how good this team is. So we're facing Philly in the first round. Who do we got that we're facing here? DeJounte Murray, VJ Edgecombe, Jalen Williams, Baba Oladotin. Hopefully I said that right. Ronaldo Bellamy. Well, just saying, we should be able to get past these guys. Just saying, simulate. 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 Okay, if we lose now, then we deserve this. So there we go. Just skim the round. And we go on to face Atlanta in round 2. Scoot Henderson, Risa Shea,
Tyson, Johnson, and Sorber. Good team here. You know, I think, we're just too deep, but you never know. And we go up 3-0, and we're going to skip along, and we sweep there. Now Miami, the 6th seed, who actually made it up through. See who they got. John Little, Dylan Mingo, Cam Christie, Bam Adebayo still kicking in the league, and Derek Lively. So a couple vets there in the front court, but yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I think this is going to be a little... oh, I didn't mean to sim around, but we made it. We won in 6, I believe. Cooper Flag out of the West and AJ out of the East, as we have a Wizards-Mavs matchup again. Demnon, Burries, Cooper Flag, Derek Queen, and Thurmond. Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, you're going to... Oh, they did get a win. Oh, they got 2 wins. Game 7. What? We're going to a game 7 here? All right, we win the first quarter. The second, we stomped on him. Oh, we're stomping on him. We're ending it right there. Making sure. Quick stomp on him there. AJ with 40. Weber with 26. Stokes with 18 and 10. Castle with 14. And, whoops. Let's see how they did. Cooper had 25. McNeely had 21. In the loss there. But we are back-to-back champs. Oh, yeah. I gotta love it. AJ Dybantsa, finals MVP again. And going to the next lottery, did we have any... I think we're getting out of that now because we've just been going off of our... We've just been going off our draft picks, so we don't have much left. We do have a pick from Utah, though, so that's something. I might see if we can trade off a couple of those, at least anyways. I don't feel like we need all these draft picks. So we just got... Our team's just too good. What can I say? I feel like I've probably said that every offseason. But yeah, we... let's see. Who do we got here? I don't think we can jump up here, but let's just see. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. Let's see what we can do for draft picks here. We can get rid of those. I definitely want to get rid of that one at least. Well, we dumped off all of our picks but the very last one, and we're just going to get rid of that guy. But we got rid of all the other ones, and let's see what we can do here. Richard Washington. He had the all-star bench potential. Should we keep him around? Sure, why not? Now, I think we're going to lose at least a couple players, so we do have some qualifying options we can extend. That's good. And we went ahead and made some offers for Weber and Mayo because I really wanted to lock them in, which they both agreed to. So that's amazing. We'll see if we can keep the other guys. I don't know if it's going to allow us to, but we're just going to stay on qualifying offers there because, yeah, we are well over the cap space. So let's see what happens here. Let's see here. Our player progression. We got Dybantsa 94. He stays. Stokes goes up to a 93. Sorry. Weber goes up to a 90. That's why we wanted to lock him in. Castle stays at 87. Daniel stays at 87. Lynn Jones jumps up to an 86. That's amazing for our backup point guard. He's he's stepping up on your heels, Castle. Then Mayo is 85. I thought he would go up a little higher too, but he did not. And I think that's about it. Oh, we did have a big jump from Richard Washington jumping up 5 points to 76. But we were able to keep most of the team here. We get to keep Colo. We didn't get to keep Colo. Or Tate. It looks like we lost Tate and Colo there, unfortunately. Well, even with the losses, because our team's depth was so insane. Look at that. They're actually recommending starting Lynn Jones here over Stephon Castle. We'll see how that goes, but I mean, Castle's technically getting more minutes there. And then we got Dyson Daniels, Dybantsa, Stokes, and Weber. Amazing starting lineup with, running a 9-man rotation here. Again, 80 or better on our rotation. So let's hope we can repeat even with our losses. We'll run through a little bit, and then I'm going to look at like potential contract extensions and do we need to trade anybody, that kind of thing. I think we need to pay more of a focus on that on guys who are contracts are coming up, of maybe just trading them off so we don't lose them like we did with Colo and Tate there. Colomac, by the way. I call him Colo for short. I had a nickname for him and everything, and he's not here. But we'll run to the end of January and we'll have a look at everything and assess here. Well, we went one day in, but look, we're 43 and 10, so we're already at 10 losses. I mean, that's still really good, but I wanted to see us better than that. So let's see what we can do here. All right, I am going to make a move here. I'm going to take Purdue and Washington here, two of our younger prospects, and move them for Malik Purdue to be a good backup center for this season at least, and a first round pick because, you know, I like my firsts. So we're going to do that move because one of the guys doesn't want to stay with the team anyways, and the other guy didn't really progress. So I'm going to jump on this one and grab that up. All right, so after that trade, we did just sign Miles McBride just for the minimum contract, just to fill our team out so we have the minimum amount of players. Let's see how we can do here, because I did forget we have Ortiz, Juan Ortiz, who's going to be a big prospect. So I did give him a few minutes. Hopefully it'll pay off to give us something there. Wemby, another MVP. Al Warren, Rookie of the Year. Luka Doncic, 6th man of the year. He's a 6th man. Wow. Cooper Flag, DPOY. Leslie Wright Foreman, Most Improved Player. Mikael Brown Jr., Clutch Player of the Year. And did we get? No, it's all about the Clippers. Clips do have a solid team there since they got Wemby. Look at that. We have 2 All-NBA firsts. AJ and Tyron Stokes. That's amazing. Anyone else up in there? Anyone else up here? Come on. Oh, sorry. My controller does that sometimes for some weird reason. Nothing. I thought we'd have Dyson Daniels in the defensive again, but no. There we go. First seed again. Once again, we're facing Philly. Has much change there? No, I'm pretty sure that's the same team. We better not lose. I don't trust this thing. So I'm going to do it like this. So at least get to 3. There we go. Now we'll sim the round. And we swept them on to play Indy. Halliburton, McCoy, Thero, Grady, Cowens. Got the first 2. 3-0. And wow, we swept them. I thought they might win at least 2 there, but no, we swept them. Toronto, our early nemesis. We haven't seen them in a bit, though. Saraf, Mullins, Ingram. Oh, another Kobe Mullins. And come on, Mollywatch. Decent, but I mean, I feel like they're easier to beat than Indy was. At least off their starting. We're only looking there. Oh, they won game 1, though. Here we won game 2. We won game 3. We won game 4. Okay, we smartened up after that. Phew! Wemby on the West, and Tyron Stokes, actually, not AJ this time. Tyron Stokes with the MVP on the East. Clips Wizards. Oh boy, that's going to be an interesting matchup, that's for sure. I mean, by the numbers anyways, we should have it. We should have them. Where did Mavs end up, by the way? Oh, Mavs went out first round this year. So we won the first, we win the second, we win the third, and we swept them. Oh yeah, Stokes Finals MVP as well. Awesome, another title. Woo! Oh, we got this on lock now. All right, we didn't make any moves into these draft picks. I took a look at getting first or second pick, but yeah, didn't end up making any moves in the end. We just got Lloyd Newman here. I'm not going to bother with the other 2 guys, and I traded off a bunch of picks again, just to, in case we could use them in the future. But that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep him. Juan Ortiz, we are definitely going to accept the 2 year because I want to see him jump up. He's supposed to be a good prospect, so let's see what happens. Qualifying offers, let's go through this. So Lynn Jones, definitely. Lynn Jones jumped up huge, so we want to try to lock Lynn Jones in. Leak Purdue. Oh yeah, this guy. I'm kind of okay with letting them go. We'll leave the qualifying offer there. And yeah, we're not going to bother with Franklin McLeod. But Lynn Jones we definitely want to keep. So I might even see if I can do something there. Oh, you want a lot of money, but I do get it. Let me see if I can drop that down a little bit. Offer you a nice 5-year contract, which is agreed. Now we have to go through all this. All right, we got Ryan Dunn here on a minimum. So that deal is done. Then on the next day, we were able to get Jaden Hardy and City Sissoko. I hope I'm saying that right. City Sissoko here. Then I think we got one more contract out there. Yeah, we got one more contract out there that we're hoping to get locked in here. Then we'll be laughing. Yes, Jalen Wells, all on cheap contracts and decent players. Hopefully there's no bad progression. We're done. Let's see how our progression goes. AJ remains at 94. Stokes remains at 93. Weber goes up another 2 to 92. Lynn Jones goes up 3 to 89. That's amazing. Dyson Daniels actually goes back up 1 to 88. Stephon Castle remains at 87. Jimmy Mayo at 86 goes up 1. There we go. Juan Ortiz is now in the 80s, thankfully. He went up 4 to 81. I still think he's still a young player. So Drew Hilliard, I did kind of expect regression. I looked at possible trades, but I mean, he's really happy on the team. He's been here since he's been drafted. And yeah, he wants to stay. I didn't see an offer that was worth trading him for, so that's fine. No, Jaden Hardy that we just signed went down 3, unfortunately. These are kind of bench guys anyways, let's be honest. So if they regress a bit, so be it. They fit the system. So I'm happy with that. So here's a peek at our kind of lineup we're going to roll with at the beginning of the season. Let's see if we can potentially 4-peat. That would be amazing. So let's hope for it. We still got a really, really good team. Like, this team's insane. And going 9 deep with a 79, I mean, I'll take that because, you know, we're pretty good in balance. And I think basically all our centers also play power forward. So I'm totally cool with that. We got a lot of, as you see, secondary, 109 in the secondary for our power forward. So we're laughing there. I think we're going to do really well this year. Let's see what happens. We'll run it through like I usually do. I'm going to run it through the first like 2-ish months, and then we'll have a look at it. Good start so far. But we'll have a look at it there, see how the chemistry is and everything as well. All right, I knew this day was coming any moment now. But look at this. I just went to check contract extensions. I do not have enough room under the hard cap to sign Tyrone Stokes. So we're going to have to make some moves. I think we can hold on this year because we got them locked in for 2 years. Both our main guys that I'm worried about here are locked in. Well, all our main guys. Actually, there's 3 of them, really. Daniels, Castle, and Stokes are all kind of locked in for 2 more years. So I think we'll risk it there. No one else is eligible. Yeah, so we're going to have to risk it there and see how it goes. But we're basically looking the same as we were last season. I don't think I'm going to do any moves. We'll keep running through and see if we can get this 4-peat. Oh, yeah. And look at this. AJ managed to get in there with MVP. Amazing. Chris Marion, Rookie of the Year. It's funny. I did consider trying to get him. That's why I did peek at the draft. Because that's the guy I was interested in. He did end up with Rookie of the Year. That's interesting. Art Taylor, our former guy. 6th Man of the Year on the Hawks. Cooper Flag, DPOY. Richie Marks, Most Improved Player. Cade Cunningham, Clutch Player of the Year. And then there's our coach, 69, nice, and 13. And of course, they couldn't give me Executive of the Year. Why would they want to do that? I mean, maybe, I know my salary's like through the roof. But hey, if we keep making it, winning championships, our team's making money. I have no doubt. Washington Wizards are just ready to do the 4-peat. I feel it. AJ gets All NBA first team. Tyrone Stokes All NBA second team this year. And anybody on defense? AJ All Defensive second team. And then we don't, whoops, I doubt our rookie made it. Whoops, all that went flying through. Yeah, our rookie didn't make it. I love how it kind of like messes that up near the end. But first seed again this year, we're facing New York, not Philly. Philly moved up to 5th seed this year, so they're improving. Well, let's have a look. What does New York look like? Rudolph Jones, Cam Whitmore. I think we're gonna, should I do it? I don't like doing this, it always backfires. But yeah, we go and made it through in 5. Indy round 2, did we not face them last year round 2? I believe so. Good team. Could give us a bit of a, oh, they won game 1. We won game 2. Won game 3. Tied 2-2. All right, I just tweaked the minutes a little bit. A little bit more in favor of our starters, just to see here. Oh, wow, look at that first quarter. Ooh, big second quarter by them, bringing it back to a close game. Third quarter goes in our favor. Like we're holding on. Yep, we're going to hold on there. Crucial game 6 win there. Can we finish them off? No, we're going to game 7. We know we're going to be simcasting this one. Come on, guys. Come on, you can do it. Ooh, down 3 at halftime. Oh, solid third quarter. Oh, we got a game here. We got a game here. We might get to see some action. Oh, yeah. It looks like we're going to see some action. So we'll look around to there. We're up 4. Let's jump in. Minute 43 remaining. We're up 4. Hopefully we can hold on to that lead. Let's have a look here and see. So Indy does have the ball. Coward inbound. Inbounds it to Halliburton. I think that's Castle guarding him. He tried to shake Castle, but he says, nope, I ain't going anywhere. It's like, is he going to force it up or pass it? He swings it out. Good defense. Amazing defense. Coward. Oh, he almost went out of bounds. He does a spin around. Tough shot and misses. Mayo with the rebound. Bringing it up. Pass up to Daniels to Castle. Let's get a pick here. Yeah, here we go. Castle's wide open with the 3. Oh. Right, here we go. Halliburton bringing it up on the other side. My headphones are really loud. I got to turn them down before I go deaf. And we got a pick going on this side now. He's going to drive to the basket. Help defense comes out, kicks out to Grady, the open 3, and he misses. Stokes with the rebound. Whoa, bad pass. Thankfully, Castle gets it back. Oh, they're doubling. They're doubling. Time's running out here. They're going to force up doubles. That's it. Kill some clock. And then try to find that open man. Wide open Mayo. Wow, and another miss. Nobody wants to make a bucket here. Still remains a 4-point game. Howard now has it. Swings it out to James in the corner. And he misses. And now they do the intentional foul. Our guys are just too good, man. Look at all these all-stars. Look at all these future Hall of Famers, I think, too, coming in here. trying to battle it out here to get this 4-peat. Stokes, ooh, misses the first. Trying to keep the window open for Indy. There, got the second. So still remains 2-possession game though. But Indy's gonna have to get a quick bucket here. Can they pull it off? I sure freaking hope not. Let's see what they do. Coward to inbound. Think they're gonna try to free up Halliburton? No, they're going into Sanchez. He's gonna take a pick. No, time's running out. You gotta shoot. Yep, he fires it up. And another miss. We never seen a single basket, did we? We saw one free throw being made. There's the icing. I'm sure we're fine here. And there we go. We end up winning and moving on. Ooh, they put up a good fight there, did Indy. We managed to hang in there and move on. Now we face Toronto again. It was our early nemesis, if you remember early in the series when we had a good team and we were competing. They kept kicking our butts, but we're coming back now. All right, guys, let's see what you can do. Have they made any moves? Mugbo there, Greedy Dig. They got the 2 Mullins, no relation. Seraph, who's missing? Oh, Brandon Ingram is missing. Yeah, he was, unless he's regressed. He's not on the starting lineup, at least. So let's see, we win game 1, we win game 2, win game 3. Oh, they win game 4. Gentlemen's sweep. We move on to the finals. Wemby, once again on the West. We're going to battle them again, eh? And Devansa on the East. So Wizards Clippers again this year. Can we continue to kind of, you know, take care of these guys? Let's see. I'd love to sweep them again. I'm tempted to do Sim Brown just to be cocky, but oh, they win game 1 and game 2. What is happening here? Do I need to adjust the lineups a bit? All right, let's move Stokes down a couple minutes. We'll give a couple more minutes to Ortiz because he's hot right now. So let's see. Other than that, come on, guys. Wow, we're going down 3-0. We got swept. We got swept this year. They will not let us 4-peat. Damn it. We got to make it back next year. We got to make it back, and Wemby wins the finals MVP. But now comes the time where we're facing that scenario where we got hard cap issues that we're going to have to do something here. Oops, I always press the wrong button on that every time. But we might just look to move a couple players to get a good draft pick here. Hopefully we've got a good prospect here. Oh, look, a B- off the hop. Stan Jackson, power forward. We do have Stokes already in that position, but I mean, hey, we can even look to make some further moves out of this if we end up drafting him and we can move up. Let's see if that's even a possibility. Because yeah, like I say, we're going to have to do something anyways with our hard cap space. We got no choice. All right, we're going to do this because if you don't recall, we're going to have to get rid of someone anyways. Castle's on his last year of his contract. We're probably going to lose Castle anyways, or Stokes, and I really want to keep Stokes if possible. At least for now. But I mean, if this guy ends up being a good prospect, we could end up trading Stokes because he's power forward. But nonetheless, we're going to do this move here. So we're going to get the first overall pick, and we're going to give up our 2037 pick and Stephen Castle. Sorry, Stefan. Hate to see you go, but I mean, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and it's a business after all. We just got to do it. So we got him now. Ooh, I hope this one doesn't bite me, but I think I'm going to bring Koulibaly back to Washington here because I also get a first pick for Dyson Daniels. And as you see, we save about 9 mil, which we could definitely use the cap space because our hard cap room is like nothing. So I'm going to go for this one. Oh, I hope I don't regret that because Dyson Daniels was the minute we brought him over here, we started winning titles. So I hope I don't regret that, but we got to do some moves, right? We got to do some things. So. And now we're going to take our first pick here. And yeah, we're going to take Stan Jackson here, who's definitely going to be an amazing player. So yeah, welcome to the team. That's amazing. I'm so happy we got him. And we might consider, let's see if we can get anything good for our other pick here, because it is 30th pick. I don't know if we're going to get anything or not. We have a ton of second round picks. I don't know if we're going to, let's see what we can get out there for this and go from there. So we did trade off one pick, but we kept a few others because we have so many second round picks. So we thought we'll take a couple shots on players. We're going to have some bench filler spots anyways. So I grabbed all these guys. BJ Miles has a potential to be an all-star. So, you know, it's a little prospect, but he can be, you know, backup player. That's good. Wes Oakley has a potential to be a starter, they say. But again, you can grab him for cheap, right? So we'll give him a shot and just have him kind of sit on the bench basically and see if he progresses. And then we got Richard Bailey here, who see that 6'11" wingspan for a shooting guard / point guard. So very interesting. 3-point shooter. He's got a good shooter with perimeter defense. Interesting. Obviously, he's very low player right now, but that's about it. And I think I'm going to put Wes on a 2-way. And we'll see how this goes, because I think like now we got the spots available. Most definitely, we're going to take the team option on Juan Ortiz here. Most definitely there. And then let's see what's going on here. No qualifying offers to worry about this time. All right, and I'm going to actually prioritize on this. I'm going to contract extend Juan Ortiz because I'm really hoping that I'm going to be right on this and he's going to jump up here. So we're going to give him a decent contract extension here and see, because I want him to be our center of the future. And if we still can, I think we have the hard cap space now. Yeah, so we can put an offer in for Tyron Stokes as well. I'm thinking that our new guy we just drafted might end up being like 50-50. Here we go. He's probably going to be our power forward of the future, but if we can hold on to him for one more year and then maybe trade him, something like that, we can do that. And Koulibaly I'm surprised it's actually letting us do this. But I'm going to go way down on this and see if he'll accept a lower contract extension. Hopefully we don't piss him off, but let's try to go maybe like down there. He did. Good, he did. So there, we got a few contract extensions out of the way right away. So then we really know what we're working with in our future. We got a good lockdown here. I know he doesn't fit our system, which is kind of funny, but we'll see. You know, if he doesn't end up being our center of the future, at least we got a great trade piece here. All right, I put in a couple offers for a backup point guard and a backup power forward / center. I actually went in for 2, just offered them the minimum because they were looking for more, but they took it. So I'm happy with that. So I'll take Walter Clayton here and Noah Clowney. And then, yeah, all these other guys that we had kind of picked up last year, we're going to let go here. Then this should get us to a full roster. All right, here's the big moment I want to see. Hopefully we're going to see some good progression from a couple of our young players, especially Ortiz. I really wanted to see him jump up, so let's see. Ortiz did jump up to an 84. Good, so he is climbing slowly but surely. Lynn Jones is now a 90. Amazing. And Chris Webber is now a 94. It still sounds funny to me to say that, but he's now a 94. So we got a solid team here. We got 4 90+ guys and then 4 80+ guys. That's freaking awesome. I love it. Good team set up together. And then we got our young little prospects here that, you know, may not be much, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, we're at our end of January check-in point, and yeah, it looks like my worries were okay about trading off like Dyson Daniels, for example, because yeah, we're doing 44-6. Our chemistry is 88%, and we're power ranking first, conference ranking first. We're doing amazing. And another season bites the dust, and another MVP for AJ. Nice to see that. Vitaly Kipa, rookie of the year. Wow, our guy didn't get it. You know what? To be honest, I didn't even look at how many minutes he was getting. So that's probably why their team's so deep. He probably didn't get enough minutes to get rookie of the year. That was my bad on that one. We'll hopefully make up for that next year. Nate Ament, 6th man of the year. Chris Sinak Jr., defensive player of the year. Gary Augustine, most improved player. Oh, Chris Sinak Jr., also clutch player of the year. Yeah, look at his numbers, actually. 27. Might as well say 28. 28, 13, and 3. Steal and a half, almost 3 blocks. 44 from 3 even. Wow. There's our coach again. But nope, no executive. Like, nope. You have too much money on your payroll. Which, by the way, AJ's got 2 years left on his contract, including this year. And same scenario, I'm on the hard cap again, so. I would like to try to keep him. We're going to have to figure that out sooner than later, because I don't know if we'll be able to. We'll see how our other guy progresses. And yeah, he's all NBA 1. Tyron Stokes all NBA 2. I almost thought I saw Warriors, but thought I saw Wizards there. All defensive? No. And then rookies? Is that? Yeah, that's our guy. I'm like, who is this? Yeah, Stanton Jackson is on the all rookie team. So at least he got that. All right, so with the play-in out of the way, we're now facing Charlotte this year in the first round. And yeah. Oh, there's Chris Sinak. But aside from that, I'm going to risk it. Sweep. Yeah, sorry, Sinak, but the rest of your team was crap. Now, we face Toronto again, which, yeah, we've had the better of the last couple of years. Hopefully we can keep that going. We're Ivy, Dick Mullins, and Duran. I feel pretty good. Let's do it. Yeah, sweep again. Now we're facing Atlanta. Brewer, Crow, Risa Shea, Avdija, and Purdue. We should go through them, but yeah, I'm not going to risk it this time, but we should breeze through them. 3. Okay, now we'll do it. We win gentleman's sweep, and Wemby. Oh, here we go again. Clippers and Wizards again in the finals. We better not get a whoop this time. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to go to the suggested first and then have a look at it. Yeah, look at our whole starting lineup is like on fire right now. 3 of our bench guys are on fire right now. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, if we don't win this series, I'm going to be pissed. We win game 1. We win game 2. They win game 3. We win game 4. We won a crucial road win. They win game 5. So they won a road win that time. But we get it in 6. Okay. Phew. All right. We're back on the winning streak. We just took 1 year off. We let Clippers have 1, you know. We got to let them get something, I guess. And there's our man AJ Finals MVP with 36-7, a steal and a block. Look at that, 62% from field goal percentage and 60% from 3 in the finals. This is the year. This is the year where we had a couple picks. So we got the 11th and the 12th pick there. It'd be nice if we could trade up to that too, maybe. Let's see if we can do it. Because I'd rather get 1 great player than 2 good players, if you know what I mean. That's just kind of my style, and it seems to work well in this game. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to see if we can do that. If not, and I'm just going to keep the 11th, 12th, maybe trade off the 30th if we can. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, hear me out here. I've looked at all options. I was trying to do a bunch of different things here. This is the one I might have to do just because of their cap space and everything. I tried to do a Dabansa trade to try to get the first pick, because I did look, and it's a generational point guard coming up here who's 18 years old, and yeah, he's already a B. Was it a B plus? I think he's going to be good, no doubt about it. So I could not get any kind of deal out of it, and then they did offer me this one with the trade finder when I couldn't get one that I wanted to do myself. It's the only option that they gave me there. Their number 1 pick and Stokes there, which, I mean, will give me the cap space to re-sign Dabansa. He will re-sign. Then we get the first pick, and we actually get Nate Ament, who's a 91 overall. Oh, actually, I forgot about his salary, though. It's a little pricey as well. But, I mean, he's a good player. Maybe we can make another trade rather to keep Dabansa over Ament. But I think I'm going to do it because I really feel like this point guard will be worth it. And yes, we already have another point guard. But again, we can do kind of juggle around. We can make this kind of work. But I want this young player, so we're going to go for it. Ooh, I hope I don't regret that. Because we also have our young power forward that we got last year, Stan Jackson, who can slide into the starting spot. And hopefully will still be really good. We'll see what comes out of this one. I said that last year and it worked out. Hopefully it does again this year. So next move we're going to make here is we are going to flip Nate Ament right away over to Memphis for Felipe Delgado, or Felipe. Yeah, because he's just a straight up shooting guard and he's got 1 year left on his contract. So hopefully this will all work out. We can sign Dabansa at the end of the season. If not, maybe we can sign him. That's kind of the route I'm going to go on this one. And how old is this guy again? I forget his age. He's 28. So yeah, he kind of fits in our age group and everything of our team. So let's do it. And so now we got a good setup. We got a solid lineup. Plus we're getting the first overall pick, which you're about to see right here. Oh yeah. Chad Douglas, point guard, ball hawking inside out, dimer, 3-point shooting, athleticism, and playmaking. Yeah, 18 years old, and he's a B-. Sorry, I exaggerated him a little bit. A B-. This is the guy I'm getting right here. Hall of Fame starter potential. Definitely going with Chad Douglas here. Oh yeah, I really think this is going to be worth it. By the way, I just kind of clued in. That's back-to-back first overall picks I got. So it shows how much we've built up the team, that we can trade off like big players and still end up, you know, we were lost in the finals the 1 year, won the finals the past year, and be able to get first picks by trading off some of these players. Like, pretty impressive. And look at this. We still got the 12th pick. So let's see if we get something good out of here. A guaranteed starter with a center here. All-star starter with Andy Terry. That might be as far as I look. But let's look a little more. We should do a little more research on the potential of these guys. But yeah, I'm liking the looks of Andy Terry here. He's going to be guaranteed a minimum starter, 7 foot 255. 21-year-old, be on the defensive end, because you know me, I like my defense. Awesome. Andy Terry, welcome to the team. And with our next pick, we took Dana Marks, who has all-star potential, make a good backup point guard. You know, someone we can keep. We'll definitely keep him around. Do I have? Yeah, I do have more picks. I don't know if I'll bother with any more, but you never know. We'll see what we get here. We'll see if we can get some good backup players here. We got a lot of young talent here, so. Nice. We got another Wembanyama here. Potential to be a all-star. All the way down in the 40th pick. So, hey, we're going to take a shot at this one. Well, that was a crap load of draft picks. But they actually wanted me to decline these 2 guys too. But I'm going to go on these and probably just let go of a couple of the other guys that we picked up last year. and give a better shot on these, because these guys have the potential to be all-stars. The other guys had less potential. So I like to roll with that and just kind of hope for the best with those guys. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, we just picked whoever was the best. But sorry, Kirk Reed, you're not coming in. We got we actually got 3 point guards. So we're definitely done there. We might have to trade off something, but we'll see. I want to keep them. We'll see if we can make this work. I'm sorry, Drew, but I just don't have enough roster spots available, so we're going to have to say goodbye. But look at this. So we're actually going to get 2 picks. One's a top 3 protected, but still. We're going to get 2 first-round picks. Thank you for your service here on this team. And yeah, he was only a minimum contract guy too, so maybe that's why they took him. But yeah, sorry, I got to do it. I'm sorry, buddy. So yeah, obviously no spaces, so we're not doing any free agencies. I skipped right over that, and let's see the progression. Let's see, hopefully we got some good news from some of our young guys. AJ remains 94. Weber remains 94. Delgado, oh, the guy we just traded for, went up to a 92 from a 91, so that's good. Lynn Jones is a 90, so we still with 490 still. Stan Jackson jumps up to an 86. That is sick. He's our first overall from last year. Ooh, look at this team. Oh my gosh. And then Juan Ortiz jumps up 2 more to 86. He's been our kind of center prospect that we've had around for a long time. Jimmy Mayo stays. I think everyone else kind of stayed. Yeah, Newman went up 1. And then we've got obviously all our young new guys that were just picked up. So here's how our lineup's going to look for the start of this year. Amazing. I keep saying that, I know, but it is. And then our first pick from this year, Chad Douglas, I did bump him up a few extra minutes, as you can see. I juggled that around a little bit because I wanted to make sure he gets some time, he develops. Plus, then we have 48 minutes of true point guard as well. So we'll always have a true point guard at the start there, because they didn't have that set up that way. That's the way I wanted it to be, not like a backup position. And yeah, this team is better than last year, I think. So we better get another repeat here, right? Right? Good news. We're able to do the contract extension for AJ now, so I'm very happy about that. There we go. We've got him locked in. We're going to run into, it will let us offer a contract to Delgado, but I think we're going to wait on that one. Well, he does actually fit this team really well. Maybe we should keep him. Well, he has a player option. Maybe I should. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because of that player option. Can I do a 2-year? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't like those player options, so this will kind of negate that, I think. There we go. Now we don't got to worry about that. There. Now I'm happy, and we're good. And just so you know here, we're a couple days into February, but we're 42-12, so we're sitting on a similar record. First power rankings and everything again, so we're looking good again. Fingers crossed. Well, if it isn't Wemby again getting that MVP. How old is Wemby now in the game? 33. Bro legit is going to have a crazy career, no doubt. He's unbelievable this year already. Rookie of the Year, Warren Baylor. Once again, our guy did not get Rookie of the Year. I guess I'm just saying, because it's not to say I'm cocky, but because the team's so good, they don't get as enough minutes. Like, he probably got a lot of minutes, right? Yeah, he got 27.5 minutes, where our guy's only getting like 17. So that's why. Nick Geiger, 6th Man of the Year. He was, I believe, a first overall pick at some point. Oh, 6th pick. Okay, never mind. But I think I was wanting to get him. I probably had 7th or 8th pick that year. Yeah, I think that's when we drafted Juan Ortiz. Chris Nack Jr., another Defensive Player of the Year. Interesting. I think I wanted to get him too. That's why I find that I always comment about that one. Most Improved Player, Tyler Wennington. Jay Roy, Clutch Player of the Year. Easy name. I like that. I wish my name was that easy. Tyronn Lue, Coach of the Year. And Cody Toole, Executive of the Year. What a tool. I should get it. 57-25. My team did way better than that. AJ on the first team. That's it for this year. Defensive team, do we got anybody? No. But I assume our boy, there's Chad Douglas on the all rookie team. He did get, 13.7. Like, that's good. 53, 41, we'll say 42% from 3. 92% from free throw. Wow, this guy's going to be insane. Skipping through the play-in again. We face Miami this year in the first round. Who you got? Ron Little, Dylan Mingo, Ronald Fields. Yeah, you have a good front court, but not so good back court. I mean, I should be able to. I don't always trust this game. There we go. Yeah, we're getting. Once we get up 3-0, then I'm feeling much better. Philly, who we used to face as 8th seed a lot, they've gone up. Ooh, look at this. Scoot Henderson, VJ Edgecombe, Trey Johnson, Kaman Malawach, and Orlando Bellamy. Wow, they are good. How did you only get a 4th seed? This one has me a little nervous. Let's do the first game. Okay, we did get that one. That's second. Okay, if it tied, I was going to look at it. Wow. And there we go. We go through in 5. Okay. I thought that was going to be a tough one. Now let's see how Brooklyn looks. Spears, Arenas, Isley, Brown, and Temple. They win the first game. Okay, I'm going to immediately check out our game plan here and just do a quick tweak and then see if I like it. Look at this. Our starting 5 is all on fire again. Crazy. And where's our new guy? He's only getting 10 minutes, but it's the playoffs, so I guess that's okay. What position are you? You're center? We don't need... Yeah, sorry, buddy, but you're not going to get the minutes. Yeah, I'm giving the minutes back to Douglas here. There, we're going to run on that rotation. There, we win game 2. We win game 3. We win game 4. And gentlemen sweep. We are back in the finals. Ooh, against Portland. Mark Alexander, Western Conference. And then our man AJ, Eastern Conference. He's going to have a hell of a resume when this is all done. So where did it... Wow. The Clippers went out, lost to Portland here in the second round. I'm curious to see this team now. Who do you got? Don Mills, Mac Alexander, who's a 98. Sanuel Joan Behringer, who I believe was on our team, or maybe, yeah, I think so, back in the day. Interesting. Mac here must be like the Mac, all right, because, well, I guess Don too, because they got 2 great players and they got a couple good players, and they made it through. Let's see here. We should be. I think we should walk over this team. Just saying. And we swept them. Yep. Another championship. All right. So that's 5 in the last 6 years. And AJ with another finals MVP. So he's going to have a hell of a resume. I kind of want to look now, but then I kind of want to save it to look towards the end of his career to see what really happens. What an amazing year yet again. And yeah, we don't have any big picks. We have Dallas's 26th pick. Nothing big here. I mean, maybe I'll look for curiosity's sake, because we do have players we could move with a hard cap thing coming into fruition again. I'm sure that's going to become a problem again. So we have a shooting guard in Tyler Barkley. What do you think the odds are we can get a first pick again? Should I even try? Let's see what else. Oops. Let's see what else we got here. All NBA starter, small forward here too, who's just got to be lower overall, but Hall of Fame starter, Cameron Perry. There is some good high picks here. I'm going to take a look. One of the things I've been considering, one of the things I've been considering for a while here is Ortiz, only because his fit with our team. That's the only reason I'm considering it. So I'm just going to see, maybe will anyone offer me a pick? Or they're just going to get lots of good offers. There's Art. Our guy Art, imagine bringing him back. That's not what we're doing here. We're trying to get a pick. No picks for the season, at least right there, but lots of good potential players that we could go for. But let's see what else we can do here on the Trade Finder. I'm going to dig into this a little bit and then we'll check back in. I looked at a lot of options, and you know what? I really like this one. I can get the 4th pick from the Lakers, and we do have to trade our man Juan. You know, no disrespect again, like I'm saying to him, but big contract, not the best fit with our team's kind of system here. That's why I'm thinking of moving him. I need the cap space anyways. And they want my first round pick, which is probably going to be 29th or 30th for the 4th. And then they're going to give me Carlos Hayes, which I can just use as a backup center, who's got 1 year left in his contract. I mean, whatevs. I can even release him if I want. I'm happy with that. So we're going to do it. Sorry, Juan, you've been a good member of the team, but we're moving you on here and we're going to do it. And we're going to get 4th pick because yeah, there's a lot of good players up there. I think this will work out. All right, and here's our 4th pick. This is the guy I'm going to go with, AJ Wade. Look at this. He's got all NBA Blake Griffin comparisons. That could be fun to see. I would like that idea. I am interested. I was kind of interested in Cameron Perry here too, but I'm like, oh my God, we have too many point guards. But this guy's got a crap ton of potential too. Yeah, we're going to go with AJ Wade here with our 4th pick. Welcome to the team. I think you'll be a freaking awesome addition. So for our 26th pick, I decided to go with Irv Neely here. He's got starter potential in the center. There were so many point guards. Oh my God, it's a point guard draft this year. So we decided to go with him, and we'll see. You know, never know what happened, right? Moving on to our pending options here. We're going to take the options on Wembanyama, Newman, and Jackson. But yeah, I'm going to let our other kind of little prospects go here. We just don't have the room on the team, unfortunately. So that's what we're going to do. Well, once again, full team. So we flew through free agency and our player progression. Let's see. AJ 90 stays 94. Weber stays 94. Delgado stays 92. Jones goes up to 91. Look at that. Stan Jackson jumps up to a 91. Whew, that's amazing. Look at that. Wow. We got all 90s. 91 minimum will be our starting lineup. crazy. Jimmy Mayo remains 86. He's been sitting there stationary, but I mean, that's not bad. But I think, yeah, he's last year of contract, so we might have to do something there. Chad Douglas has now jumped up to an 85, went up 6. Koulibaly went down 2. Andy Terry went up 4 to an 80. What was he? Oh, yeah, he was our 12th overall pick. That's right. 12th overall pick there. And that's probably it. Oh, no, we got Dana Marks here, went up to a 75. Dana Marks was our 30th pick from the previous draft. So, yeah, we got some good up-and-coming young pieces down here at the bottom of the line. You can see they're all 22, 22, 25, 21, 23. Good players here. So, I mean, I'm happy with this. What was Lloyd Newman again? Oh, yeah, he was our 2034, 29th overall pick. So, yeah, he might not go any further, but, I mean, he's almost done contract-wise anyways. So, I'm not sweating that. Really happy with the progression. Once again, this team looks incredible. Let's just fly ahead to the next season and see what our starting lineups look like. All right, here's a look at our next lineup, and we are now... I just can't get over this. Starting 5, all 91 or better. And then we got 286s, 82, 81 coming off the bench. And that's our guy from our trade, which we're only giving a couple minutes to. But what an amazing lineup. So we're going to do the similar thing. We're going to run it a bit into the season. We're going to see what's going on because, yeah, we might have to get rid of Jimmy Mayo. Don't think we're going to be able to re-sign him, but we're going to run it through and then kind of explore our options from there. Because, I mean, yeah, ideally, I'd like to keep this team together, but yeah, we might have to do it. Look at this start. 24-1, 25-1. Wow, this might be our best team yet. Yeah, keep it going, keep it going. 3 losses, that's it so far. We lost by 2 to the Knicks there. 1 to the Hornets. On our 4th loss there. Oh, we lost 1 to the Trailblazers. All our losses are close. Like, what was our other loss earlier in the season? Yeah, we lost 2 to the Jazz here. By 2 is what I mean when I say that. By 1 to the Hornets here, by 2 to the Knicks there, and then by 1 to the Blazers here. Which then we whooped them in that game. Incredible. Okay, anyways, I'm distracted by that amazingness. I'm going to have a look at this for a second. All right, with all these players coming up, we got a lot of our key players coming up. Yeah, C-Webb is a must. We got to keep him around. He's my #1 priority. Lynn Jones, I mean, he's got 2 years left on his, but with our other guy coming up, we might look to do something with that. Maybe we can get another big pick out of that one. And then Jimmy Mayo, it does give me the option to sign him, so I could do a sign and trade type deal. He's actually gone up now. He used to only be 2 stars on our system match. Now he's gone up quite a bit. You know what? Yeah, let's lock him in with something at least now and see how this goes. Let's do a 3-year. I'm going to drop this a bit. You'll take that, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're happy with that. You're staying on a winning franchise here. You should be happy with that. Yeah, we're definitely going to get into some contract issues coming up. Big time. Again, Delgado's got 2 years left. I might roll the dice and leave that going. Leave these guys locked where they're at for now. Now, he'll probably still want... Really, I can offer him a minimum contract. A 2-year extension. And I most definitely will do that. All right, so yeah, you know what? There we go. We're not trading anyone yet. We're gonna keep rolling with this team then. That's good. I'm glad. I was really worried I'd have to be forced to do something, but at least we got 1 more year out of this team. Wemby, come on, man, take a break. Let my guys win some more MVPs, will you? Colin Mills, Rookie of the Year, 6-man Will Daniels. Curious to see actually, because the rookies were really good this year. DPOY goes to Wemby again. Robert Wallace, Most Improved Player on the Thunder. Cooper Flagg, Clutch Player of the Year. What's he at now? He's 31 now, and he's a 95. Okay, I'm just curious to see. And, yep, our coach, 77-5. You can see there we ended up with. I'm still gypped on the Executive of the Year. It's got to be because the payroll is ridiculous. But again, hey, look how much we're winning. We're going to become the best franchise in the league. So you can all bite me. AJ's on All NBA second. That's it, eh? No, and our guy didn't even get on the All Rookie, eh? So obviously we got first seed and we're facing Cleveland. Oops, let's just have a peek. Maurice, Pete, Mobley, Gurovic, I think is how you'd pronounce it, I assume. Not bad for an 8th seed, but I mean, we should be able to get through. Sometimes I get a little concerned about these records, so I like to do this a little bit, and then we'll just go boom. So we swept him. Usually when I say that, it ends up being fine. The Knicks again. Solid team, but But yeah, I mean, let me just go back to that one more time. Look at my starting lineup. Get over that. 391s, 294s. Win game 1. Win game 2. Win game 3. And another sweep. Now we face Atlanta. Nev Marion. There's our guy, Art Taylor again. Rod Hart should be able to breeze through this team as well, frankly. Can we make it? No, just about to say, can we make it a 16-0 run? Never mind. Just as I was literally going to say it. Oh, Wemby on. Oh, so it's going to be Clippers again and AJ. It's this Clippers Wizards matchup again. I'm going to do another little kind of check and reset on this. Right now we seem more balanced here. So let's see how this does with this lineup. They immediately win game 1. Weber with 23, very balanced attack here on the team. By the team. And it was a 2-point win. So that was a down to the wire win. We need to step into some more games, to be honest, too. Here we go. We win game 2. Win game 3. Win game 4. Are we oh, they win game 5. Can we, you know what? We're going to do Simcast because maybe we can actually, hopefully we can actually catch their team winning a title here. Hopefully. It's a close game. Maybe we'll get to jump in and see some good action here. There, we're up by 2. Let's jump in. We're up by 2 and we're on their floor. Let's see if we can close this out.
As we check in here, the Clippers do have the ball and they inbound it to Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff swings over to Wemby. Wemby's going to try to attack on our man, Steven Jackson. He gets through, but then swings it out to McCain for the 3, and he makes it. Wow, I think he felt like I had a layup there, but I guess that worked out in the end. All right, boys, they're up 1 now. We got to take care of this. Douglas bringing up the ball. Come on, guys, you can do this. We got this. Koulibaly gets in there, gets past his man, gets the easy layup. Love to see it. All right, now Hasselhoff's bringing it back up here for the Clips. Now 1 point in our favor. We're going to clear the floor. He's attacking. Oh, he ends up swinging it out to Weddington. Well, they had a chance of getting a quick 3 there if they were fast there. They're running a double pick. Rogers takes the 3 and he misses. Wow, what a quick pass ahead to Koulibaly, who makes another layup. Back-to-back layups for Koulibaly. Wow, the vet. Put your bet on the vet, because that was amazing. Wow. All right, Hasselhoff now setting up the play. He's got an ISO play again. He's going to throw it up there. That was kind of a rough play, but he managed to get the rebound. Swings it out to Wemby with the 3. Who misses. I never like seeing him shoot. He's so freaking tall. How are you going to block that guy? Can't do much to defend his shot. All right, Douglas is going to attack. Oh, he stops. He goes off the window and misses. Chance still there as McCain brings up the ball for the Clips. The door's still open. Still 3-point game. Hasselhoff swings over to Rogers. Surprised Wemby's not getting more touches. Looks like they've got a pick going with him now. And he's going to take a 3 and makes it. Wow. Tie game again. All right, boys, we got to get this. Wow, I'm surprised we haven't seen more Wemby touches. I mean, IRL, he'd be touching that every possession. I'm sure. I have no doubt about that. But whatevs. Jackson into Debonsa. Potato. Debonsa is going to try to set up a play here. Looks like, are we going to have a pick here? We're just going to kill some clock here. Maybe we'll have a pick with Jackson. No, we're going to move out here. We got an ISO and Debonsa from the point. He's trying. He can't get past the defender. So he's going to throw one up, and he makes it. No way. That was a tough shot. Tough shot over McCain, I believe, was defending him. Wow. That was good defense by McCain, but it's just a better shot by Debonsa. The multiple finals MVP here. Flexing a little bit for y'all. All right, Clips. You got 3.9 seconds. You're going to have to launch it up. Please no threes. Please no threes. Please no threes. Please no threes. Please no 3. Oh, he's going to lob it. Whoo! And it's out. That was a long shot, but I still didn't want to see it. And that means your Wizards are once again champions of the world. Oh yeah, we actually get to see them having their celebration here. Love it, love it, love it. And NBA champions on the Clippers court. Oh, it's very quiet there. Sorry, Wemby. You've already won a couple titles. I know we may want a couple more. I don't know if you've won a title there, bro, but yeah, don't worry. I'm sure you'll get your chance. But right now it's our turn. We are working to be the greatest franchise, you know. And very great view here. Okay.
She's the back wheel. Now we see the guys running out to the floor as we have our new champions. And I will bet Debance is going to once again be the finals MVP. Let's add to his resume, add to that illustrious career he has. There we go, y'all. We got to see our guys win that title. And now we get to see them hold up the trophy. Oh yeah, like bring it in, boys. Check it out. We got the Larry Obi. Oh yeah, pass it in. Love it, love it. Good job, guys. We got a whole group of Hall of Famers pretty much standing there, I think, in the future. Gotta love it. That was cool to see. Moving on to the next draft now. We got the 14th pick via Miami, because our pick went to the Lakers. The 14th pick via Miami here. And with our pick here, we actually have a good prospect here. He's got potential to be a Hall of Famer, but at minimum a starter. And this is Grant McMillan, shooting guard too, so that's good. Welcome, Grant, to the team. With our next pick in the second round, we're taking Peja Jeremic here. Serbia. 7-foot center, has a lot of potential. So here's the part I'm nervous about now. Because coming up here, okay, we do have an option on Stan Jackson, but I'm getting worried about how we're going to be able to keep all these guys we got here now. We're going to have to let go of these two guys. Hopefully they find another spot in the NBA because they got lots of potential. But yeah, we're going to have to let go of them. We just don't have the room on our team. So for a couple potential first round picks here, we're just going to trade off a Hayes here. There, so after freeing up that spot, we just picked up Kobe Joseph, who's a small forward / shooting guard. Yeah, with that trade off, I think that'll be a better balance for our team. All right, big moment player progression. Vance and Weber stay 94. Jackson goes up 2 more to a 93. Delgado 92. Jones 91. Now we have a problem. Douglas goes up 6 to a 91. This is like a good problem. 6 91 or better players now. Shimmy Mayo actually goes up 1 to 87 all of a sudden. Andy Terry goes up 2 to an 82. So yeah, so he's our backup center. Koulibaly goes down to 80, but that's okay. Marks goes up 5 to 80. Wow, that's good. Wade goes up 4 to 80. Joseph falls down to 77. Neely goes up 3 to 75. So our young players are going up good. Like, we're getting some good picks here. It's working out well. And I can't believe our 6th man is a 91. Our 7th man is an 87. So we're running on a 10-man rotation here. I'm going to go through this a little bit more, actually. All right, you can see these big fat contracts. And where I'm really stressing out is right here with Stan Jackson. They're like, he's going to want a lot of money, and there's no way we're going to be able to afford him because I just did contract extensions and all these guys. There's no way we're going to be able to afford him. We're probably going to have to, hopefully I can wait till the offseason and do another thing for a draft pick. We're probably going to have to like get rid of one of our point guards, for example. Because, yeah, most likely Lynn Jones, because he is older, and Chad Douglas here has Hall of Fame potential. So I don't want to get rid of him yet. So we'll probably have to move him off as much as I don't want to.
We haven't done this yet, so I thought we'd do this now and take a little peek. So we got 7 championships, and we got to get up to 19 in order to be the best. We got 7, so we still need to get 11 more. But I mean, all things considered, we've done 6 championships in what? 13 years? That's not bad. And now we've built up a really good core to make this go fast. So I think we can do pretty good here. Thought it was finally worth having a peek. I have yet to do that yet. All right, now with this crazy team, let's go a bit into the season and see how this goes. And again, we're going to have to decide, can we keep all these 90 plus players? Will we be able to hold on to them? We're going to find out, because I mean, this record's going to be amazing. Oh, anyway, don't get 3 losses early. I hope that's just a team getting built together. That's it. Now we're looking better. That's what we're talking about, but we'll check back in a few. Another season bites the dust, and look at that. Tyron Stokes, our guy we ended up trading off, is the MVP. Little bit painful, but again, we had to do what we had to do, right? We do have hard caps to deal with. We kind of had to do it. So, you know, GG's to him. With the coach of the year and executive of the year, Dylan Shaw. No love to us, who I basically think Pelicans must be good. I think we got basically the same record. AJ's second team. Anyone else we got? Anyone else? AJ all defensive second team. Skip through the play-in as usual. And let's see what we got here. So we're facing off with Milwaukee first round, as we're the first seed over here. We did finish, I think, with the same record. Actually, I want to quickly check. 66 and 16. Yeah, we finished the exact same record as, oops, going the wrong way, as the Pelicans. Interesting. So I wonder how our matchup was to see if we both make it to the finals. We'll find out, I guess, won't we? We'll just quickly zoom through here. We'll sim the first couple. Yeah, if we go 2-0, I'm going to risk it and do the round. There we go. We swept them. Facing Detroit. Now we'll actually look. We got Cade, Beasley, Lynch, George, Oakley. Very good team, but again, I think we got this one in the bag. We'll just, we'll play it safe here. Now we'll zip through. All right, we win that 1 and 5. Now facing the second seed Sixers, Henderson, Edgecombe, Powell, Malawach, and Bellamy. I don't think there's much different to this team except maybe Powell, if I remember right. And let's see, can we get past? Oh, they win game 1. We should be able to get game 2. Come on now. Yeah, there we go. Game 2. We can't lose them both at home. We win game 3. We win game 4. We win game 5. And we are on to the finals. And how are we doing so far? The Pelicans are already out. Oh, those Clippers. Wembanyama and the Clippers. Stokes. OKC moves on. Uh-oh, we're going to be facing our former guy in Stokes. Debanza versus Stokes here. It's the conference MVPs. If you hear noises, my cat's playing around beside me here. But oh, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Let's have a look here. So they got Wallace, who's a 90. Jordan Smith Jr., 88. Stephen Webster, a 90. Wow. Tyron Stokes, a 91. And Vince Larson, a 91. This might be the best matchup yet. As you see, stat-wise, at least, our guys are a little higher number-wise. But, there's still things to do there. Let's see what happens. Come on, AJ. I almost did round. That would have sucked. We win game 1. Let's have a look at the box score for a second here. Douglas with 24. Look at Debanza. 21, 14, and 10 with a triple-double in the first game of the NBA Finals. Amazing. Jackson with 27 and 5. And on their side, there's Stokes way down here with only 10 points. Wow, 2 of 11. Good. We shut him down. That's good. That's good. That's good. Can we do a similar thing in game 2? Thunder win. I didn't even actually look at the actual score. I don't know if you did, but I didn't look at the actual score there. But that game, they convincingly won. Jones with 29, Weber with 19, Mayo with 17. Pretty balanced the rest of the way through. Oh, Stokes came back this time with 41, 5, and 7. A couple steals, a couple blocks as well. Solid game there. Amazing shooting. 12 of 15. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's a... I'm going to just have a quick peek here for a quick second. All right, we tweaked the lineup just a little bit. So hopefully helping. Never mind. It was a 4-point game that time. Jones 26, Debanza 20. Very balanced on our side. And who do they have? Larson with 24, Webster with 23, Wallace 21, Purdue 21. Yeah, was that not one of our guys too? Josh Purdue. There was 2 Purdues I know out there. One of them we drafted. I can't remember now his name. Does it actually? Well, here's an easy way to find out. Duh. Yeah, we did sign Purdue way back when. We did. So it's another former Wizard here that we're battling against. Who had a solid game here. Can we win the next one? Oh, there we go. We're tied. We're going into a very crucial game 5 here. Let's simcast this one. See what happens. Tied through the first. Oh, we're up 8. After the second. Can we hold that lead? 7. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, we're up by a lot. We'll just sim this out then. Nice. 154, 136. What a high scoring game. Wow. Debanza with 45. He is still the man, I'm telling you. 45. Weber with 25, 6, and 6. Douglas with 22. Mayo with 20. Still a lot of balance for the rest of the team, but amazing by Debanza. Stokes with 27. Smith with Jr. with 23 on their end. I mean, both teams are shooting lights out. You know what? I'm going to simcast this one too. Why not? Let's see if we can close this out in OKC or not. Ooh, looking good there. And we might be able to close it out. It's looking like we will. And yes, we're going to close it out in OKC. Wow. Like I say, that was, I think, the toughest matchup, even though we have lost a few times. Overall, that feels like the toughest matchup we faced yet. And I'm sure it's going to be our man Debanza with the... Yep, there's another finals MVP for Debanza. This guy, man, I'm telling you, his resume is going to be sick. It's going to be between him and Wemby for what might be the GOAT after all this is said and done. Early trades paying off again. Look at this. We got the 2nd pick thanks to that trade with Miami. 2nd pick. Love it. Oh my God, that's insane. This is helping us out because we can maybe even hold on to some of these big names we have. If we have the space, the cap space, we can hold on to them. That's the big asterisk. All right, and with our 2nd pick, we are actually going to go with basically the 2nd overall rank here, at least by the sporting news here. And I think we're going to go with Matthew Norris. He starts off with a 78, 22 years old. Small forward. He's only 6'4", though. I did just notice that. He's small for a small forward, but he's a shooter with the all-NBA and starter kind of setup. I still think we should go with that because I think we should look towards a 2 or a 3 spot anyways at this point. And we do have Bayless down here, all-NBA starter. but I do like his overall potential. I think we're going to have to go this route. So let's grab him up. Welcome to the team, Matthew. Welcome, welcome. You know, eventually Debance is going to get older and start to regress. So we're going to need someone to kind of fill in his shoes. That's why I'm thinking this would be a good spot. Finally, with the last pick we have, it's the very last pick literally of the draft. We're going with this guy here. He's a shooting guard with potential starter anyways. So, you know, like I say, we need those positions. So we'll give him a shot and see what happens. With all these young guys we got, we're going to hold on to all these. Yeah, I think we will let Jeremy go because we do need the roster space. But I think we can hold on to all these other guys and just see how they develop. So we're basically living off our team. Like we haven't been signing free agents at all. And this is the one I'm worried about, Stan Jackson. Will they let me, we'll put the qualifying offer out. But can I just give him an offer? It looks like they're going to let me. I always like to shortchange it at least a little bit. I feel like it's going to add up in the end. So hopefully take that and you get a 5-year contract, bro. So hopefully Stan will hang around. Fingers crossed. I just want to look at what else is here. Got a lot of guys that we drafted that are, you know, have become great players. Richard Washington, another one of our guys that we drafted way back. Feels like so long ago. Yeah, in the second round, he became an 87. Oh, he accepted an offer from the Magic, but we get to match it because he's restricted. So he would accept a 3-year contract. I mean, what's the math on that? It doesn't sound like it's that much more than what I offered him. But whatevs, we're going to take him. Yeah, Jeremic, we're letting go. Kobe Joseph, we'll let him go too because we need the roster space. So that's fine with me. All right, so there, at least we know we're holding on to our guy. We're going to match that. We can hold on to him. There's going to be no cap issues going on there. Whew. Skipping ahead to the big player progression. Chad Douglas jumps up to a 94. Ooh. Weber goes down to a 93. Jackson stays 93. Debanza goes down to a 93. Jones 91, Delgado goes down to a 90, 87 with Mayo. Marks jumps up 5 to an 85, amazing. Terry jumps up to an 83. AJ Wade goes up to an 81, Neely to 78. That's about it. That's good progression overall. I kind of figure these guys will start to regress a little bit. Hopefully not too much because they are still, they're still young. They're still in their prime. So hopefully that'll be it we see for that. We're still going to run a 9-man rotation this year, again, with our 6 players, 91 or better. And then we got an 87, 85, 83 running off our rotation. Gotta love that. We were able to extend AJ Debanza's contract for, I did 3 more years. I could have done 4, but I did 3 more years on his contract. And I'm going to leave the other 2 guys who have, hopefully this doesn't backfire, but I'm going to leave these 2 guys here just to see. I have a feeling they may regress down in the near future. So maybe I can get a little bit of a cut on their salary. Because again, we really got to watch. Look at this salary is insane. Our cap room we're 195 million over cap space. Ouch. But I mean, our team should be making a buttload of money, right? So we should be good. We'll zip through the last part of the season. We're sitting there, as you see, 58-9, 59-9. It'd be nice to get to 70. Can we hold in there? Come on, hold in there, guys. Hold in there, guys. Yeah, we're going to get it. Nice. 73-9. Great season. And look at that. MVP is AJ. He's back on the top. His numbers are a little lower than usual, but I mean, like, look at his percentages and everything. 56, 80, and 43 shooting percentages. Russell Westbrook as a coach of the year. That's cool to see. He's our coach. I just clued into that. Wait a minute. Russ is our coach. Nice. Dylan Shaw, executive. We have not gotten an executive, have we? I'll have to look back, but I don't think we've ever gotten executive of the year. And I'm thinking it has to be because of how over the cap we are. You got to look at it like, look how good this team is. Look how many titles it's won. And guaranteed we're pulling more than that. Like we're covering it with sales of jerseys, tickets, all that jazz. We're making it. There's AJ, all NBA first team and all defensive, second team for AJ as well. Charlotte first round. Let's just have a peek. Wow, they have Sinak Jr. and Jesse Ryan. They still have a couple good players. Ace Bailey, Stan Thompson, Clifford Porter. Yep, swept him. Cool. The Raptors. We haven't seen them in a minute. 88, 84, 78, 93. Kobe Mullen still hanging around. Jeff Ball. Yeah, I'm going to be cocky here, I think, and just do this. Boop. Oh, wow, we won in 7. Wow, that's way closer than it should have been. Philly again. All right, game. Oh, I didn't even look at the teams, but we won game 1. Edgecombe, Elijah Arenas, which I don't think was on their team last year. Other than that, they got the same team. I mean, we should get through them. We win game 2, win game 3, and yeah, now we're going to zoom through the round. And we won in 5. Argento Izzo. So there we go. Here's the Pelicans who've been having amazing regular season records. We're going to get to see them now. And AJ Debanza from the East. Finally get to see the Pels. Let's see. What do you look like? Because you've been such a good team. They got Juwan Griffin, 81. Nathan Simmons, 91. Kareem Lopez, 92. Argento Izzo, 89. And Stevie McNeil, 88. Good balance on their team, but I sure hope we can get through this pretty easily. I'm going to predict 5. No, we're just going to sweep them. We're not even going to let them have one. We're getting out the brooms again this year. And there we go. AJ, another finals MVP. This guy, man. This guy. I hope I can keep him all through. That's really what I want to do, is keep him right to the end. Because, yeah, I want him to have a full career with Washington and just see what his stats are, you know, in the end. How many championships he got and all that stuff. And here we go. I don't think we have... Oh, we did have a Charlotte pick. That's right. We had a Charlotte pick there. So we got 15th there and then our 30th pick. Let's see if we got anything good out of this. We're going to make a shot at this first pick. This guy is another kind of standout guy that's coming up. So we're going to take a shot at it. Again, we're having that... We're always going to run into the hard cap issues. We got Lynn Jones here, right? Who we got our new point guard with Douglas. That he's been kind of coming off the bench anyways. Maybe we can make a move here and keep our team strong for the future. So I'm going to see if they'll take it. So we're going to go with our first round unprotected and this year's first round. I'm going to throw that in there as well. Will you take that? Not interested. He's not even going to. Okay, I really want that pick. So what if I give you this 15th pick as well? They took it. All right. That's amazing. I did look at the trade finder and they wanted way too hefty of a price. So that worked out. I'm more than happy to give up those picks to get first. Insane. We're going to have a great guy. I'm just going to skip ahead because I already know who I'm taking. We're not even going to mess around here. This guy right here, he's small forward, power forward, so he can fit in that spot, you know, again, once we have that regression. I know we just got Matthew Norris, but we'll figure that out. It's a good problem to have. And I did consider Oscar McLeod here, but he's an all-star starter, whereas this guy's Hall of Fame starter. So, and look at that, his comparison, ceiling LeBron James and Adrian Dantley. So I'm going to go with this guy. Like I say, it's a good problem to have. We'll figure it out. We had that problem with the point guard. Now we're going to have the problem at the small forward with having too many. But we'll figure it out. Welcome, Daryl Caver. This is amazing. Insane. Welcome to the team. Oh, man. I just can't get over how good we are. Yeah, we're not even keeping our last pick this year. We're just going to let him go because, yeah, we gotta keep the space in the roster. So let's see what we got for options here. McMillan, we have a 2-year that we can decline. Who was he? He was our 14th pick. But he has Hall of Fame starter capability. Don't think I want to do that. I think I want to keep him. And Neely and Wade here. AJ Wade, I believe also. Yeah, has a lot of potential. If I have to let someone go, I would have to choose Neely, but I think we can keep them all. Now, qualifying offers. This is a big one. Chad Douglas, we need you. You cannot leave the team, or my whole trade idea I just did is going to backfire. But then again, we could possibly trade one of our small forwards out and try to pick up a point guard for that. But we need you, buddy. You need to stick around. So let's see what we can do here. And I'd like to keep all these guys, but again, we're probably going to run into cap issues. Yep, here's the problem. We are stuck on that hard cap. Can we free up enough space to sign him? He wants a lot. I mean, obviously this is in the future too, right? So the caps have gone up and stuff, but he wants 68 million. Can we free up the cap space? Let's see what we can do here. I was afraid of this. I probably should have been prepared for this and looked ahead and gotten rid of someone if we needed to here. Yeah, can we free up the cap space? That's going to be a big question. Saddens me to do this, but yeah, we're going to have to let go of Jimmy. That'll free up 31 million right away. And we're just going to take the first pick. They were offering me another player, but I don't want it. So I just want the first pick because, like I say, we're freeing up space. It's more important to us right now. So sorry, Jimmy. Sorry to see you go. He's been on the team for so long. I can't even remember when we signed him. It was so long ago. I'm trying to quickly check here. 2029. Yeah. So he's been on the team for like 11 years. That freed up enough space right there. Okay. Whew. I was worried I'd have to do more. But that freed up enough space to be able to sign Chad here. Yeah, we're going to give you a pretty decent... he's probably going to get... Well, he's a restricted free agent, so whatevs. We're going to offer him a little less, but we'll offer him the 5-year contract and see if he'll take it. No, do these guys... Do they like 4 or 3... Yeah, they seem like 3-year contracts better. I can go a little lower then. Okay, we'll try that. See what happens. He agrees. Okay, phew. So we keep Chad around. That's good. Probably thanks to those trade exceptions, too. It's helping us out a little bit here. Now that we've done that, maybe should we maybe hold on to Collingsworth? Collingsworth last year, he was our 60th pick. I think we'll just let him go. We'll stick to that. And then, who was the other guys? We got Andy Terry and as well we got to look at. See if we can keep Andy Terry around. There's Dana Marks. He's restricted. Can we offer him something? Yeah, we will be able to offer him something as well. Yes, because they like 3 years. I'll just do another 3-year contract here and see what I do. I think if I had to choose, I'd choose to keep Andy Terry around. There, we'll offer him a bit bigger, a bit happier of a contract anyways. Okay, they all agree. Now, this isn't going to bite me in the ass, right? Like, are we going to be able to take all these guys? Because that's a lot of money. I'm just worried they're going to all of a sudden say, you can't sign them. And do I really want to let go of any of these guys? Not really. Are you going to let me do it? Bad feeling about this. Hey, can I choose someone else? It's not letting me sign either. So now, is it going to let me? Are they just going to go free agents now? Okay, so I was all sad and depressed that I was going to lose these guys, but I actually do have an option to match and cap hold these guys. I thought I was screwed there, but we got Andy Terry. We got someone only offered him a 1 year, which he's accepting, which is really weird. But whatevs, we're matching that. You know we are. Then we got the cap hold on Dana Marks. We really could use. I'd really like to keep him. He accepted the qualifying offer. Wow. So all my fears and sadness and everything that I had going on there was not needed. But I think we're good now. We got our backup there. We got a good backup and up and comer there. We got our second and first overall picks behind AJ. We got Wade behind Jackson here. And then we got Terry and Neely behind Weber. We actually have a nice build up here. And we got a full roster then. Wow. I'm very happy. I want to keep this run going here. I realized as after I did that, I forgot to look at the player progression, but we can get an idea from here. So we got Chad Douglas, who's a 95. I'm pretty sure he went up. Delgado, 87 is regressing, but hopefully the chemistry will bring him back up. Debansa, 90. Jackson, 93. Weber, 93. Marks, 86. Norris, our guy who was what? Yeah, second pick last year, 83. Andy Terry, 83. AJ Wade, 81. And Caver, 80, our new rook. So I think we're pretty balanced there. I'm happy with that. We'll just let it roll the way with it suggested. And let's see how the season goes out. As usual, I'm going to run it down into January, and then I may stop and look at doing some contract extensions or potential trades if we have to. We'll have a look. But we'll run it through here and see how the team starts off. Ooh, rough beginning. Hopefully that fixes up. There, that's looking better already. Okay, and we'll be back. Look at this. After that rough start and 25-game winning streak. There we go. So we're getting back on there. I hope our chemistry, I didn't even look. Our chemistry is up to 90%. So our chemistry is built up. Things are looking amazing. Looking at contract extensions now, Delgado does want a fair chunk, and he has regressed a little bit, but I'm not letting him go for free. So I am going to offer him a contract here, which he'll accept. So we're extending him out. And then we can, hopefully he'll be more valuable for a trade. Weber here, same thing. We're not going to let you go. So I'm going to lock him in as well for a few more years. And if we ever need to, like say, we're going to look at trading over. Plus, I like this. I still like the starting 5. And look at the system match and everything. Chemistry's good. Especially even the 6, you could even say 7, are really gelling well, including Matthew, which is awesome to see. So yeah, we want to keep this group together. With that being said, we're not going to do any trades or anything. Oh, our win streak just got snapped. We're not going to do any trades or anything. We're just going to let this roll through and see how it goes. If we do make any moves, it'll be in the off season where we like to do our thing where we go for roster picks. Or sorry, we go for draft picks. That's where we're going to look to do any moves if we do. Well, come on, stay 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. Yeah, 70, 12. Nice. Gurovic with MVP. I remember him on the draft board. The Rookie of the Year, Oscar McLeod from the Blazers. Our guy probably would have got it if he had more minutes. Lamond Bass, Sixth Man of the Year. Mac Alexander, DPOY again. I think that's third straight for him. Craig Harrison, Most Improved. Jay Roy, Clutch Player of the Year. I remember seeing that name long ago. Thinking how easy that name that was. I think I even said that. JT Weddington. Weddington, is now our coach, I guess, in 7012. What happened to Russ? Come on, Executive of the Year? Nope, John Murphy. I guarantee you it's because of the payroll. Chad Douglas, All-NBA first team. Come on, where's our man AJ? Oh, AJ got snubbed off the All-NBA teams this year. Sad. That makes me sad. We don't have AJ didn't get anything. All right, now Detroit. Who do they got here? They still got Cade Cunningham, Ian Evans, Benjamin George, Alan Oakley, and then at the point they got Jonathan Patterson. All right, we'll go. Oh, Detroit won game 1 and game 2. What is happening? What is happening? Douglas 38. Debansa. Look at Debansa still playing amazing in the playoffs. Jackson was 5 of 14, but maybe it was a matchup dealie we got going on there. We lost pretty good too, but 23 points. Anything we can do to salvage this? I don't want to lose to an 8th seed. Come on. Not this team. Can we salvage this at all? Let's see what we can do here.
I did some slight tweaks. I don't know if it's, I'm hoping it's going to be enough. Like, hopefully we can come back here. There we go. 1 game 3. 1 game 4. There we go. So we're back to an even series now. Best of 3 now. Detroit wins the first quarter. Staying ahead here. Still have a slight lead. Oh, they're up by 10. Up by 8. Slow the simulation down a bit. 6. 3. Let's jump in. I'm sure Detroit has the ball there because it looks like we just made a 3-pointer. But let's jump in and see what happens. And actually, we do have the ball. Here's Douglas at the point. Let's see what happens here. We're going to get a pick from Jackson. He's going to take the 3. That didn't seem like the best shot that we had available there at that moment. All right, 38 seconds left. We need a defensive stop here. I think they're doing ISO with Cunningham by the looks of it. Come on, guys. We need the stop. We need the stop. We need the stop. Kate's got definitely a size advantage against our PG. Oh, and he missed. Woo! That looked like a decent shot given the matchup and everything. Woo! Okay, we're sitting at 3-point game still. 23 seconds remaining in the game. We need a big bucket here. Don't just shoot up anything. Let's try to get a play going here. Delgado, he's taking the pick. I'd rather see someone else shoot it. Douglas is in. What is this? And he misses. What was that? Can I make the play calls here? Jeez, I'm trying to just stay out of this, but like, what was that? All right, now we're going to intentionally foul. This could be the game. Oh, he's got a funny release. What was that? Look at this release. Apparently it works for him. You know, sometimes you got those players who have funny releases, but it works for them. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Delgado's going to take the 3. Oh, and it's in and out. Oh, that should have been an over and back. I don't know how that wasn't a backcourt violation. But there's the 3. We're keeping the hope alive. We're keeping the... I didn't even see who made that 3. I was so, like, stunned by what just happened there. Keeping the hope alive. Can we miss one, Cunningham? Can you miss one? Miss one? Miss... Yeah! Hope's alive. Hope's alive here. Hope's alive. We're going to have... I think we're going to have to throw it up here. Because, yeah, we have no timeouts left. No, he's going to shoot it from there. Because I know the way this game works. It's like, we're not going to try to make a long pass up. We're just going to lob it. And we lose game 5. That's a painful one. We lose game 5 there. Debanza had 26. In the loss there, Douglas had a solid game, but yeah, definitely a size mismatch against Cunningham. And then Costa had 37 with that funny release, 15 rebounds. What position is he? Power forward, anyway. Now we have to try to win one on their court here to stay alive. Let's simcast this as well. Again, sorry if you hear my cat in the background. He's having fun there. Case in point. Oh, it's a tight game. Tight game. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh man, they just took a hard lead. Wow, we lost to the 8th seed in the first round. How depressing. And then they end up going out second round anyways. Stokes on the west, Scoot on the east. We got Thunder and Sixers matchup here in the finals. And Thunder go on to win in 7. Robert Wallace. It's their finals MVP. How depressing. Do we have anything to cheer me up here? We do. We have 4th pick via Charlotte. That'll help cheer me up a little bit at least. We got another good draft pick. The Bulls got our pick at the 30th spot, which is totally fine for what we got out of that. Now, I'm gonna take a minute before we get into the draft and all that. I gotta take a minute to look because I don't want to run into any issues where we have to let a player go. So let's see who we got to sign in contracts and that, and then I'll check back in. Not doing this yet, but just to show you, we got a generational center coming up who's 7'1" and everything. Big guy who's a B to start as the first pick. So I looked, they're offering the trade for AJ and our 4th, which I would love to move up. I didn't really want to part with AJ. He's the one guy I want to kind of keep on this team through and through. But maybe I can do something with like Delgado or something like that to make this pick. So we're going to see if we can juggle this around. But this is basically the options. They basically want AJ regardless. They're willing to trade me either Cam Boozer or Mo Floyd here. But we're going to see if we can juggle this around and maybe see if there's something else they'd be willing to bite at for this pick. So yeah, nothing against Delgado, but he is regressing. I'm going to see first if they even have an interest in that. Nope. But maybe if we throw in another first pick, even though it's a low pick, they do take it. So there we go. We're going to have a lineup of first overall picks here. Not complaining, just saying. But here you go. Now you can have a good look at this guy. Jamal Chandler right here, 7'1", 7'3" wingspan, 20 years old, 237 pounds. Rebounding, athleticism, inside scoring. He's a Hall of Fame with a floor of a starter. Yeah, shot blocker, monster on the glass. I think that'll be a crucial part to the team, given where our team's going in the future. That'll really help us out. So we're going to take Chandler. Welcome to the team, buddy. With our other pick, we're going to take Mike L. House here, who's a point guard. Don't really know much about his potential. We hadn't actually looked him over, but I mean, it's a 60th pick. So let's see if we even keep him. You know, we might not even keep him. We'll see what happens here. There we go. And I'm just curious to see the Jazz took a Lester Williams, who's already starting at an 80 overall, Paint Guardian. So it looks like they got a decent player as well. But yeah, I really wanted... Yeah, this guy had a lot of potential too, Elliott. But I really wanted this Chandler guy. I still think it was worth the move we did. And, you know, we free up some cap space as well, which is definitely something we're going to need with Terry and Marks also coming up as free agents again. They're both getting 1-year contracts. Well, actually, sorry. One took the qualifying offer and the other guy took the 1-year contract, which we matched. I'm hoping I can get all these guys. I'm trying to re-sign Wade, Terry, and Marks. I don't have room. Oh, it's not letting me sign 2 of them. We did lock it. We did keep AJ Wade. I mean, we have the new Jamal Chandler here, so I'm not too worried about Taylor. It'd be kind of nice to keep Marks, but if we can't keep him, we can't. Let's just see if it lets us. Well, let us do it now. No, it's just saying no. And he's unrestricted. So yeah, we're going to lose those guys for sure. But we got to keep him for 1 more year at least. We did our best with that. Best of luck out there, Dana Marks. Hopefully you have a great career wherever you may go. And I think given what we're at here, yeah, I think it even said, right? Yeah, we can basically only sign people for the minimum. So we'll just have to look at that. We didn't forget this year. We're going to look at our player progression. Chad Douglas went up another point to 96. Amazing. Stan Jackson, 93. Chris Webber did go down 2 to a 91. Debansa drops down to an 88. Matthew Norris jumps up to an 88. So that's the guy who's going to be taking over the spot in the near future. That starting 3 spot. Daryl Caver goes up 8 to an 88. Wow. Okay. So we have 3 small forwards at 88. Good problem to have. Can any of them? Okay. Debansa can play power forward, but I mean, maybe we can, so can Caver. We'll have to figure something out there anyways. And then Jamal Chandler, who's our first overall pick there, starts at 82. AJ Wade goes up to an 82 that we kept on here. Austin Wood jumps up to a 78. Probably all, yeah, a bit of regression here. But we did pick up Hasselhoff and Zakarski here, just kind of like his bench fillers really anyways. I only really will get time if there's foul trouble. And then our pick, Mike House, who's started at 71 for a point guard as our 60th pick. Not bad to have on the bench there, just in case. Here's a look at our lineup. We have taken a bit of a regression here, but I moved Matthew Norris to a shooting guard. He did go down 1, but I thought it would be worth the move because it gets him into the starting role, gets him more minutes, and balances the team a little better. So hopefully that'll work out good. And then we're still running on a 9-man kind of rotation here, although I might move a couple minutes around here to balance this out. Because, you know me, as I was saying before, I like to have the point guard minutes covered. And if all right, I already moved that guy. And if any of these guys don't have a backup point guard spot, then we're going to have to, I think we're going to have to do that. We'll let it run for a little bit and see how it goes. We might have to move one of those prospects of ours. Let's sim through just a little bit and see how the season's going. And off to a decent start. So far, so good. Funny how we were so deep in point guards not that long ago. I did look, but there was just not a move that I thought would be worth it. So we're just rolling with it. I did extend Stan Jackson's contract, so he's locked in for 3 more, well, 4 years if you count this one, but 3 more after that. And I think we're in pretty good shape other than that for now. Ooh, I don't think we're going to quite make it. Or can we make it to 70? Nope. Look at that. Chad Douglas actually gets MVP. Impressive. Jamal Chandler, Rookie of the Year. Nice. Daryl Caver, Most Improved Player. Nice. We got 3 of them. Clutch Player of the Year, Peter Mills. Bert Cage, Coach of the Year. Wow, we just keep switching coaches around, apparently. We're just looking for that right coach. Oh my God! We got an Executive of the Year. Holy crap! It's about time we got some love. Chad Douglas, All-NBA First Team. Look at OKC has 2. Tyron Stokes, our old guy, and Robert Wallace. Jamal Chandler on the All-Rookie. We've got another first seed. I don't like our depth or anything as much as I did in previous years, but we do have that. Chandler... heated up right now. I mean, we're not bad balance, really. We're not bad. I'll keep it the way it has it. And let's see how we do against Orlando. What are they looking like? So Orlando, you've got a decent team. We don't want to go out in the first round again. Fleming, Peterson, Nicholson, Washington, Hayward. And their lowest guy's an 87. We don't want any funny business now. Come on. We need to make it deep in the playoffs. We need to pay for this payroll that we're running on. Down 2-1. Tied 2-2. Come on, guys. We need this. Game 5 this year. We don't want to screw it up again. Yeah, there we go. We crushed through that. I didn't even stop the thing. We just smoked through that. Good. So we got a good win there. Can we win it in Orlando? Good first quarter. Well, they caught up a little bit in second. Yeah, we're going to win in Orlando. Nice. There we go. Phew. Now we're facing Philly in the next round after a tough series. Let's see, how do we got there? Philly, we got Edgecombe, McLeod, Alvarado, Bellamy, Crow at the point. Be able to get through this team. We got a lot of veteran experience here as well. Actually, maybe I'll do this too, just to check. Yeah, our whole starting lineup is on fire now. We'll reset that a little bit. It's only a couple minutes here and there, so sure. We're up 2-1, up 3-1, and we move on. Facing number 2 seeded Boston this year, Daryl Freeman Liberty, Damon Dawson, Jesse Sampson, Carlton Murphy, and Mac Cobb. All right, guys. I like the idea of checking this now, just to see that we got a lot of players heated up right now. All right, Boston. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. We swept through Boston. Oh, we're facing up against OKC again. Tyron Stokes, Chad Douglas. Wow, look at the numbers he's got going in the playoffs. 32, 5, and 10. 65% shooting, 90% free throw, and 50% from 3. Impressive. This is going to be another tough round here. This team is very good. Looks like they've regressed a little bit as well, like us. Overall, good team. Game 1 goes to the Thunder. Game 2 to us. Let's see who's got home court here. Game 3 to the Thunder. We got a battle here. Game 4 to us. Game 5, which is, okay, we do have home court advantage because it is in Washington here. Tied through the first. We go up 2 after the second. Go up a couple more. Oh, they're up 2 now. With 2:21 remaining. Let's jump in. Let's see what happens. All right, so as we check in, Caver's at the line to shoot 2 as we're checking in here. So we must have just missed a foul. Makes the first. Some substitutions going on here. And let's skip ahead here. And Caver makes the second. So there we go. We're sitting at a tie game with 2:21 remaining. Wallace bringing it up for the Thunder. The little 360. Swings it over to Webster. Tries to get by, but can't. Wallace is going to take the 3. We gave him too much room there. And they're up 3 points. That's okay. We can get this back. Norris bringing it up here. Swings it over to Caver. To Douglas. Our Eastern Conference MVP here. Jackson with the pick. He's wide open. Get that money. Oh. Thought he'd have that one for sure. Swings up to Stokes, the former Wizard. Over to Wallace. Wallace is going to shoot from the foul line and misses. Rebound Jackson, swings over to Norris. I like that quick shot. That's really advantageous for us. Here we go. Douglas taking another pick from Jackson. Yeah, let's swing the ball a little more. Norris comes off a screen. Another pick now. He's going to take the long 2 and misses. Swings it up to Smith Jr. He's trying to get ahead on the break. Good defense, but he makes the bucket. All right, now we got Caver bringing up. I love how we have so many players who are able to bring it up the court. Caver goes to the foul area. Swings it over to Weber. Swings it back to Caver. Jackson's going to do yet another pick. Caver's got a nice open 3. Oh! Missed that beautiful shot. This is not looking good. We have to get a stop here, or it's probably a game right there. Oh, we're going to foul. Okay. Did we have a foul to give? We did. Okay. That's okay then. And we're going to double now. We're putting the pressure on. Wallace is going to take the 3 from there. Ooh, misses, and the little guy Douglas gets the rebound. Wow, that's huge. He's attacking, swings it up to Norris with the open 3 from the wing. Oh, corner 3, miss. Man, now we're going to foul. I think that's going to do it. And it does. All right, we got to make a comeback again here. Can we get it back and win this in 7? Here, we'll run Simcast again just to see. Can we win it on OKC's court? Bring it back. Can we bring it back home? We got a tight game. We're actually, we took away 55 points in the fourth quarter, 161 points in the game. Jeez. Douglas with 36, Debansa with 28, Caver with 26, Jackson with 21. So we're holding on there. We're going to a game 7. I'm going to take a look at this for sure now and see what their suggested is, and I'm going to work it from there. Look at how our guys are like all on fire. That's insane. All 9 players. I like the balance. You know what? I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Let's go, Simcast. Come on, guys. Please don't blow this one. Oh, no, 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 not a good start. Here we go. We're making it back here. Oh, it's really back and forth here as we're going into the fourth. We're now up, got a couple points ahead. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We're up 12 now, 2:15. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It got close there, actually. But we got it. We got it. Douglas with 31 points, 13 rebounds, 3 steals in there. AJ Wade came up with 20 off the bench in only 17 minutes. Impressive. Norris with 16, Chandler 16-15. Very balanced. Look at that. Very balanced attack there. And we got it. Another chip comes our way. Chad Douglas, understandably so, with the finals MVP from what I saw. Impressive. What an awesome series. What an awesome fight. That would be something good to see IRL too, a series like that. Wow. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. We'll see. I think I'm gonna do this move here. We're gonna trade off Chris Webber, who I have a gut feeling he's gonna start regressing pretty hard now. That's my feels. That's why I'm gonna do this. So we're gonna trade off Chris Webber and two future picks, which I mean for us is not a big deal, for this year's first pick. Edmund Grady, who's a decent power forward. Last year of his contract, so we're probably just not even going to bother with him. We might even see if we can move him for something else as well. You never know what we could do. We'll see how the team progresses. But I think I'm going to make this move. We got our new guy, right, who's going to move up, Jamal Chandler, who's going to move up, and I want him to be the starting center. So I think we'll go for this one. If we can't win the title this year, so be it. We're going to make that move. Yeah, because we're going to get the first pick once again. I'm loving this first pick stuff. So we got the first pick in the last 3 seasons in a row. And then the season before that, we got the second pick. So we're going to go with this guy right here, Brad Larson, 3-point layup artist, 3-point shooting, athleticism, and inside scoring as at the shooting guard. Because then maybe we can move our guy back to the 3 in the near future. That's kind of the thought that we had moved. What was his name? Matthew Norris, that we moved up. So we're going to we can move him back this way, theoretically. So Brad Larson, welcome to the team. Yeah, I think this will be a good move in the long run. With the 30th pick here, we're taking Leftos Balidis from Greece. He's a center with a potential for an all-NBA, but also a floor of a bench. So a bit of a gamble player, but 30th pick, we're going to go for it and see what happens with him. And I think, yeah, we have literally the very last pick again, so we're probably not going to keep whoever this is. Here, sorry, buddy, we're going to pick you, but then not actually draft you. So there we go. We got our draft picks. On to my favorite part, seeing the player progression. What do we got here? Chad Douglas remains a 96. Daryl Caver jumps up 5 to a 93. That's freaking awesome. Stan Jackson remains 93. Jamal Chandler jumps up 8 to a 90. So that really helps with trading off C-Web. That's really going to help us out there. Amazing. Matthew Norris regresses to an 87. That might be my fault because I put him to shooting guard. Maybe I should put him back to small forward and see if that helps. Debansa drops down to an 86. That's okay. He's our guy. He's the one vet that I'm keeping around here no matter what. AJ Wade remains 82. Edmund Grady. That's the guy from the trade. It does regress down to an 80. Grady to an 80. Austin Wood to 79. Any other moves there? Nothing there. Mike House does jump up to a 72. So that's good to see from our 60th pick. Maybe we'll get something out of that. All right, we're doing well, but I really like the idea of this. Dylan Harper, who's, he's up there now in this. He's 36. He's a vet. But, and he does have an extra year on his contract, which I didn't originally want to mess with. But, I think this would be a solid fit to our team. And I actually checked, he's hooping this year. 22 points on 54% shooting and 48 from 3. So I feel like maybe we should pull the trigger on this to get Dylan Harper. We are very deep at the 4 and 5 positions, I feel. So I feel like this would probably help balance out our team better for the playoffs. Let's do it. Let's add the trade exception and let's do it. So we got Dylan Harper. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's reset our team here and have a look. Now, do we want to move? Because the tricky part we still have is we have our guy who's, we have Norris here who's meant to be, I think we could leave him for now. He's meant to be a small forward. We still have that extra player there at the small forward position. But I think we could do it for now because I really don't want to get rid of Debansa, and he can play a bit of the 4. He can even move to that position. Again, I want to keep him to the end of his career, ideally. I don't want him to be a wizard for life here. So let's go for it. And look at that. We got a bunch of players who are heated up right now. They're all apparently tired, but they're heated up. So let's go for it. Let's see how we end up here. Oh, I didn't even look at the balance part of things. Yeah, we're a lot more balanced. And I mean, even Harper, right? He can play the point guard. Yeah, he can play the point guard. So I think we're okay there. I might even give just a couple minutes to House here, just at least for the season. Let's play this out a little further and see how it goes for the season. Actually, sorry, I'm going to check out contract extensions before we do that. So I'm going to offer extension to Chad Douglas, of course. We got to keep him around. Anyone else able? Okay, Dabansa. Now he's on his last year, so I'm hoping, yeah, there we go. I was hoping he would take a big cut here. Let's offer him a 2-year at 24. Will you take that? Okay, he accepts. Awesome. That's the only eligible players. So there we go. We got 2 key guys locked in for our team here. Now we're going to sim through the season and see how this plays out. We'll watch our chemistry and everything here for a minute. Looks like, yeah, our chemistry is still pretty good even with the move, so I'm happy. We'll catch you at the end of the season. Here we are at the end of the season, and this is why we extended his contract. Look at that, Chad Douglas, another MVP for him. 30 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, a steal, almost a block too from the point guard position. We'll take that. And 50, I guess we have to round down. 55, 91, 45 shooting. Impressive. Jamal Chandler, most improved player. There we go. Look at his numbers. Look at that from the 2041 first overall pick in his second season, sophomore season here. 21 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. Oh yeah, and of course he moved to the starting center position. A steal, 2 blocks. I feel like his field goal percentage could be a little higher, but I love that he can shoot the 3 at 35% and has a field or a free throw like he does. That's amazing. Coach of the year, our guy, Stefan McGuire. And look how we finished off, 71-11. So a solid finish to the season. And hey, another executive of the year. Woo, we're finally getting recognized. Chad Douglas and Jamal Chandler on the All-NBA first team. All right, we're facing Boston now. Weren't they not the second seed? Was it last year or was it 2 years ago they were the second seed and dropped down? Dawson. Yeah, they have this is a good team for a, they re-signed Freeman Liberty because I know he's a free agent. This is a good team for an 8th seed. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Actually, I should probably do this because I find this actually does help to kind of rebalance our team a bit. But like everyone's on fire. Yeah, we might have to just go, yeah, because we got Dylan Harper who can play backup point guard, so we're fine there. The only thing I don't like is our center position. Do we not have a guy who at least plays center as secondary? AJ Wade only plays power forward? I might sneak it. I don't know if it really makes a difference, but can I put him as a backup center? Whoop, 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 no. Here's what does that do? That made him an 82. The center, he stays 83. But can you play, I know you're kind of small, but can you play backup center at least? There, let's try that. Win game 2, they win game 3, and game 4. Don't you dare, let's go to Simcast. Don't you dare lose to an 8th seed. This would be twice in what, 4 years? Oh, damn. 173 points? I think we're really good offensively. Surprisingly, my teams are usually solid defenders, but it doesn't seem to be the case of late. I was like, well, actually, their field goal percentage was 43. Ours was 61. Their 3-pointers were 27. So we look good there. We hold on here. Can we continue this? We're going to smoke him again, aren't we? Yeah, now all of a sudden we're just pissed. Another game there, team comparison. They shot 42 and 41. Better shooting percentages for them, but we still outshot them at least. So at least there's that. All right, we're going to this game 7 at home. Oh, come on, bad second. Make up for it here. There we go, solid third. The 4th, we got a tight game here. We're up 3 with 2:40. Oh, I wanted to stop the game, but we won. Phew! I wanted to stop the game around like a minute 45-ish mark. Should have slowed down the ticker there. But we got it. We got the win. Most important part. Chandler with 37, Jackson with 26, Harper with 21. That's our new addition, right? Yeah, look at him. 5 of 7 from 3. Yeah, I think that was a good pickup. Douglas with only 15 points, 1 of 6 and 0-5. His shooting struggled a bit. Maybe it was a matchup dealy, but we'll take it. We'll take the win. We'll take the win. Dawson is that? Oh, Damon Dawson is there. I think I remember that name too. Who was? Oh yeah, Freeman Liberty was our starting point guard. Right. He's kind of struggled shooting too, so the point guards just struggled. But anyways, we're going on to face the Knicks in the next round, 4-seeded Knicks. So let's see, who do they got? Kenneth Adams, Gary Bellamy, Dexter Lynch, Temple, and Hamilton. I mean, this looks at least like it'd be a better matchup for us than Boston was. And yeah, we're gonna sweep them. There we go. So at least we got a breather before we face Philly yet again, our common rival in the Eastern Conference Finals lately. It just looks like they're aging and regressing some more. So hopefully we'll get a win here. Should be able to get through these guys. I shouldn't say that because I usually jinx it. But we swept him. Wow, that was easier than I thought. Robert Wallace, so we're facing OKC again. Robert Wallace on that side and Chad Douglas on the east. Let's see who we got here. So good point guard matchup here with Wallace and Douglas. Smith Jr. and Harper, good matchup as well. Hardy Caver, Stokes and Jackson. They still got Stokes, but he has regressed quite a bit. Vince Larson and Jamal Chandler. This is this rivalry. This is going to be like a rivalry built up between these two teams. And it's a good one. We do win game 1. They win game 2. They win game 3. We win game 4. Big game 5 here. This one's important. We went out to a huge start. We're holding on to the lead. Hold on to it, guys. Yep, we got it. Amazing. And we win it in 6. I just thought I'm just going to sim through that one. Chad Douglas gets the finals MVP there as we get another title, another chip for the team. Well done, guys. The moves have paid off. We're staying a contender and a top team. And we're still being competitive in the draft picks and everything as well. I don't think we have anything here, do we? Oh, we do have our 30th pick. That's it. Okay, that's fine. We'll have a look at our team. I don't think we need to do anything drastic at this moment. I don't think we're going to worry about... we have Caver. We'll be able to relock him. So that's fine. He'll be restricted. Chandler, same thing. And Dylan Harper, who I don't know if we'll be able to keep. We'll see how this goes. That might be something we have to move on. Not too worried about Austin Wood or Neely. If we lose him, we lose him. And that was just our backup point guard. Now, some of these guys I'm not too worried about. So I think we'll be okay. We'll probably stay. We can have a peek at least at what the top prospects are. Yeah, it's only a C+ this year. Another center, all NBA starter. There's some potential with these guys, but yeah, I think I'm just going to let the draft go as is, and we'll just fly through this. I decided to go with Young Long Lu here. He's 6'11" with a 7'8" wingspan from China. Strong guy who's has potential to be an all-star, but I mean, he's 30th pick, so I thought it'd be good because we could use a backup 4 and 5. I don't mind having young players as backup there. Oh, we do have a second round, probably the last pick again, yep. Last pick, so we're probably not going to keep it, but we'll have a look at the guys and see who's around. Probably not going to keep him, but we do have Milos Dabanovic from Lithuania. We will have to free up, I guess we will have roster spots from the guys we sign. I was just thinking we will have to free up a spot, but no, we can hopefully hold on to, yeah, I'd like to hold on to House. Austin Wood, yeah, he's a decent player, so we can maybe hold on to him. Matthew Norris, for sure we want to keep. Definitely, no doubt there. I might even see if I can offer him a different contract because I don't want to risk it. There we go. We got him locked in. There we go. Let's see. We might have to look into some point guards, and I think we have some other guys coming up. So we'll see here, and we'll check back. Okay, learning moment for me. One thing, I didn't keep up the retirement thing, so I couldn't see them, and I didn't realize that. I'm not even going to be able to check to see what happened. But AJ actually decided to retire this year, so we lost him, and we never got to look at his final resume. That's sad, but maybe we'll see him in the all-time player stats. Maybe we can try to find him there. Oh, here, retired jerseys even, I can see. There's AJ. So there, he did retire. There, we do see AJ's made it to the Hall of Fame. For his career, he averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. There we go. I knew there was a way. I figured out a way to see it there. So he played 17 years. He retired at 36. I thought he'd stay a little longer, but maybe he wants to make sure he retires with a title. So look at that. 10-time NBA champion. 4-time MVP, 7-time finals MVP, 12 all-star selections, 7 first-team all-NBA selections, and 3 second-team all-NBA. What an amazing career from AJ. One shy of tying Bill Russell for most titles for the career. But nonetheless, you could very well argue this guy right here could be the GOAT. Much love for AJ. Again, I really wish he stuck around. I guess he wanted to finish on a good note. I really wish he stuck around for at least 2 more seasons there. With AJ retiring, I thought that would be a good time to kind of take a look at the team so far as well. And we're now sitting at 11 NBA championships. We are creeping closer and closer, and I don't think the Celtics have ever won one. So we've been coming out of the East like crazy. Yeah, so I think we still have 18 as the number to beat. 17 by the Lakers, yeah. So we still have to get to 19 titles, and we now have 11. We're right there. Now, moving back on to our current roster and our current team, here's the player progression.
Douglas remains at 96. Caver jumps up to a 95. Chandler jumps up to a 94. Jackson regresses to a 92. I was on just one. Norris goes up to an 88, which I moved him back to a small forward, his actual original position. Dylan Harper goes down to an 85, but still a solid player. Brad Larson goes up to an 83, who was our first overall pick last year. Austin Wood goes up to an 81. A couple regressions there. But yeah, look at that. Mike House, I just had this gut feeling he was going to get better. You know, maybe because his name is Mike. But yeah, Mike House here goes up to a 75. And Baladis, I hope I'm saying that right, goes up to a 74. Here's now a look at our starting lineup and our setup. So there you go. Douglas, Harper, Caver, Jackson, Chandler. So we're back to having 490. Well, these guys are 93 and better, 4 players. 93 and better. So that might even be better. Harper starting at 85 there, with Norris coming off the bench. Okay, does anyone else like see this face and just be like, because they use this face on a lot of the characters? Like on, or sorry, a lot of the players. I don't know. It looks like, I don't know, maybe he's pushing one out. I'm just saying. Hey, sorry. Anyways, back to the season. Let's do a little bit here and do our usual check. I find this shocking, but I'm taking it. He's willing to accept a minimum contract, and I had it for 1 year, but I'm like, I'm going to make that a 3-year minimum contract if I can get AJ Wade locked down for that. He's only 29. Yeah, he happily accepts it. That's freaking sweet. So yeah, by the way, we're doing contract extensions. We're having a look. I don't want to lose Dylan Harper, but I would have to give him a decent contract. And with all due respect, you know, he's 37. Do I want to give him a contract like that? Not really. So we get to that dilemma, is like, do we just let him go? I mean, we do have our guy. Where is he? We do have our guy who's going to be the up and comer in Brad Larson here. He's the up and comer. I think we'll risk it and see if he goes or not. And we'll just keep that as is. Because yeah, I don't want to extend him for that much. I am, however, tempted to lock in Stan Jackson for a couple more years while I can. Again, we can always like do moves if we need to. We get our guys locked in so we don't have to worry. Here, I'll offer you 55 and up. I know it's going to be more the next couple of years, but I know it's a thing I do. I like to do I like to do round numbers. I don't know. It's just a weird thing I do, but what can I say? Yeah, just to show you. So if I want to re-sign him, and I'm already at 324 mil on the salary here. Yeah, I'd have to give him like 19. That's way too high. And I don't want to piss him off, but can I offer him like, should I try offering him? Oh, my controller is going further than I want to. Should I offer him like 18? Can I offer him maybe even 17? Let's see what he says. Yeah, he declined. Okay. So we offered him that. He turned it down. I'm going to leave it then. I don't want to pay out more than that. But as you can see here, we're doing pretty good. 31 and 4. So I'm going to let the season run. I don't feel like I'm going to bother trading Dylan Harper because we still got a good team. So if we lose him, we lose him. But we still got an amazing team. We're doing well, and I want to have him as a key piece, hopefully, to another title run here. Season comes to an end, and looky what we got here. Looky. Jamal Chandler, one of our many first overall picks, getting the MVP. Another new coach for us, Keljan Oliver. He kind of looks like, oh, what's that? What's his name? Oh my God, I can't think of his name, but he reminds me of another coach. Oh, it's going to bug me. Hopefully I remember during editing and can pop it on the screen right now. And then can we get another exec of the year? Hey, 3 years in a row, executive of the year. Nice. All NBA second, we got Chad Douglas. Jamal Chandler on all defensive first. We're facing Detroit again, and I believe they were our rival in the other year, and I know they beat us the 1 year too, so in the first round in the past. Like, they have a good team. How are they the freaking 8th seed with a team that looking like that? Like, I don't know. That seems like a really good team. Like, I'm just curious. I guess, well, I can't really see. But are these other teams actually going to be better than them? Or did they just like, did they have a chemistry issue or what? Yeah, here we go again. This is like deja vu. We tied it up. We go up 2-1. We go up 3-1. This is much better. There we go. We're moving on. We're not letting that happen again. And yes, I did check and adjust the rotation a little bit for that after I saw that. It's like, we ain't having this. All right, in the second round, facing the Sixers, Jeffrey Elliott, Don Spencer, Eric Finley, Miguel Alvarado, and Rolando Bellamy. That name gets me every time. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, Detroit's a better team than that. Just saying. It must be some chemistry thing or something. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. And we're going to sweep them. Booyah.
And we're facing Toronto, who's now become a good competition again, like way back in like 2027, I think it was. 2027, 2028, when we started becoming a contending team. And they kept knocking us out. And what do they got here now? Dana Marks, Jesse Ryan, Nate Ament. Well, that's one of our former guys, Nate Ament. Kobe Mullins, who's still a 92. That guy's been around for a minute. And then come on, Mellow Watch. Okay. I mean, just saying, we should be able to beat these guys too. Oh, I almost did the round, but I want to make sure. They won game 1, we won game 2. We won game 3. We won game 4. And we won in 5. We're facing the Lakers this year. Mel Young from Western Conference and Jamal Chandler, our guy from the East. He might be the new GOAT on the team now that AJ's retired. All right, let's see, Lakers. What do you got? It's been a minute since we've seen you. Got Mel Young, Bojan Drobnak, I hope I pronounced that right, Richie Marks, Jonathan Drew, and Alan Oakley. There's not many names left anymore that we really know. So let's see how we go here. I feel like pretty good matchup overall. Think we got a little better of a matchup. I might even just check out my game plan here for a minute. Just see, they want to move Harper back up in minutes and Larson back down in minutes. What if we just kind of balance them out a little more here? I'm using Harper as my backup point guard too, by the way. I think other than that, we'll be good. We'll just leave it. Ooh, Lakers won game 1 by 5 points. Douglas, Caver, Chandler. Look at those numbers. Caver, 22-15. And then Chandler, 19 rebounds and 11 assists. Hard triple-double for Chandler. Whew. So our stats there, pretty even. We had way more free throws, although our free throw percentage was lower. I think this is going to be a pretty close matchup. I'd be very surprised if this didn't go 7. Oh, as they win the second one too. Overall, the team's playing well. Oh, we're down 3-0. What do we got to do here to try to make a comeback here? What do we got to do? Should we like just rack up our minutes to our... Or should we just rack them up to our guys who are heating up right now? Sorry, I might even just drop you out of the rotation for this game. Nothing personal there, my guy. And like Chandler's gotta be there for like most of the game. Sorry, you're gonna be tired, but I don't really care. I'm putting a lot of minutes on our main guys here. We need a W here, guys. So sorry, you're gonna play a lot. You know what? He's playing almost the whole game. We gotta win here. Let's see. And we do win that one with the heavy minutes on Chandler and everything, but look at the numbers he put up. We win game 5. We bring it to game 7. Hopefully my guys aren't too tired. How are they looking? Yeah, they're a little drained, but hey guys, it's the last game of the season. You gotta play extra minutes. You gotta grind it out and push through. Try to get the W here as we have a tough, close match. Ooh, really good third quarter. Oh yes, we came back from 3-0. We came back from 3-0 in the finals. That is beautiful. Oh my God, 167 points too. Look at that. 49 in the fourth. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Look at this. Chandler with 35, Douglas with 32, Jackson with 30, Caver with 26. Larson only had 16 points, but his shooting percentage was great with 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Like, that's still sick. And they even talked about it. No answer for Wizards' Brad Larson on the glass tonight. Good hustle, guys. Good job. We got another freaking championship. Chad Douglas with another finals MVP, averaging a hard, solid triple-double. Wow. 33, 11, and 12 with a steal and a half in there too. Look at those shooting percentages. 51, 96, 41. Definitely an MVP there. Wow. He's definitely become our playoff GOAT is this guy. Yeah, that's what I thought I saw. After 21 years in the league, Victor Wembanyama retired. How's his career looking overall here? He was a 3-time champ, 9-time MVP, 3 times final MVP. So he's MVP every time he got to the finals. He was 18-time All-Star, 2025 to 2042. Was never not on the All-Star team there for that whole run. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of career like this when it's said and done IRL. I would not be surprised at all. Just got to hope that he stays healthy. I've seen so many greats, like my first ever video of the D-Rose. You've seen so many greats who had injuries that have really changed their career, right? So come on, retires. Cam Boozer retires. So again, we're running out of people we actually know here. Ament retires. We're probably running out of these draft picks too, aren't we? Oh, yeah, I don't even think we have a first rounder because Pacers via Washington when we did that trade for the first pick. So we don't even have a first rounder this year. It's going to be a fast off season, I think. Let's see our options. Hell yeah, we're going to do a team option on Jamal Chandler. Now we can offer qualifying on him in house. Yeah, I like that idea. I'd like to keep him around as well. Daryl Caver, we're probably going to have to actually offer him a contract. And Austin Wood, he was one of our guys, was he not? I wouldn't mind keeping him around if I can. But our priority here right now is Daryl Caver. We got to get this guy back. We must do this. And for some reason, they like smaller contracts, so I'm going to go on a smaller contract. You cannot leave. You're not allowed. There's Dylan. Now, what is Dylan Harper looking for in the free agent market? He still wants that much. We'll try offering him 18 mil and see if he's interested in that at all. Because we have like the rights to sign these guys. That's the reason I'm trying to do this too. We're going to do a 3-year again here with this guy. Caver is preferred an offer from the Bucks. So they're offering him a 4-year, $215 million contract. Phew. Yeah, we're going to do that. Dylan Harper agrees and Austin Wood agrees. Hey, would you look at that? We managed to re-sign Irv Neely, one of our old guys, get him back on the team. He was a draft pick we had back in 2037. So we got him back, and then we signed Brad Blake as that extra point guard spot. And of course, like I say, we're holding on to Mike House. So I think that'll fill our team. We technically have room for one more, but I think I'll just leave it at that. Now, player progression. Oh, Jamal Chandler goes up to a 97. And Daryl Caver goes up to a 97. Chad Douglas stays at 96. Jackson goes down to 91. Look at Larson jumping up to 89. So he's definitely going to be, there's our starting 5 actually right there. And then Matthew Norris stays at 88. I hope I didn't screw up his progression by moving him to shooting guard temporarily. And then yeah, we do got Harper back, who has regressed down to an 82, which is why I didn't want to give him a lot of money in design. Baladis does go up to 78. I'm glad I held on to him because they were going to release him. So that's a good backup position, in case of foul trouble or anything like that. Wade goes down to 78. House goes up 1 to 76. Lou, our little prospect guy from last draft, our 30th pick, goes up to 74. So some good bench positions here. That's not bad at all. And then I think that's our backup point guard that we signed just for the minimum there. I'm happy with that. So there's our starting lineup. And there's our rotation for minutes. We are running a 10-man, and I don't think that's too bad because we, like, for example, we show light on point guard, but we re-signed Harper, right? So I'm hoping his minutes will kind of push him to being the point guard when everyone else is off. So I think I'll just leave that as is. But solid starting lineup. Definitely 397s right now as Douglas has gone up 1. 397s in the starting lineup. This might be our best season yet. I hope I don't jinx it there. And another season bites the dust. And there's our man, Jamal Chandler, getting another MVP. Like I say, he's going to be taking over this league now. Look at those numbers, by the way. 52 and 91 and 41 with his shooting. Walt House, Rookie of the Year. Again, the Bulls get another Rookie of the Year. I think in the very near future, they're going to be a tough challenge for me, by the way this is going. Craig Harrison, 6th Man of the Year. Jamal Chandler, DPOY. Yes, I love it. Andre Sharp. Now you get a spoiler of our beautiful record. Look at that. 78-4 this year. Another new coach, by the way. And there we go. Another Executive of the Year. They're finally giving me the deserved love. In my opinion, I don't know saying. I need some love here. You see Jamal Chandler's first team. No surprise there, being that he's MVP and all that. And Chad Douglas is on the second. Then we got all defensive. Jamal Chandler's there as well. Skipping through the play-in. Let's see what we got here. We're facing Charlotte this time. Are the Bulls the Bulls haven't made the playoffs yet? In the play-in? Not yet. I have a feeling they're going to get another big draft pick then, most likely. Yeah, we're going to have to really worry about those guys. I maybe didn't want to make a move just to try to get one of their draft picks. We'll have to see. But in the meantime, we got to look at today and not worry about tomorrow. So there's our beautiful lineup. That brings a tear to my eye. They got Nick Geiger, who's still around. I don't remember that name. I like the sleeves. It's sick. Kelly Jones Garcia, Marshall Coleman, and Chris Anak. Chris Anak still kicking, eh? He's still out there. He must be like 41, 42. Man, he's a vet. But okay. Oh, Charlotte wins game 1. Let's do the old check what we're at here, reset our stuff. Heat check on these guys. They're doing pretty freaking good. Game 3 and, well, 2, of course, as well. There we go. Let's try simming around now. Yeah, there we go. We got in 5. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have any issues there, as now we face the Nets. Lloyd George, Kenneth Hayward, Marvin Isley, AC Hunt, Matthew Temple. Good. And we out. Knicks. With Adams, Gary Bellamy, Ermalu, Carabaloo. Feel like we got your number here. We win the first two, or they win game 3. We win game 4. They win game 5, and there we go. We got it in 6. And we're facing the Warriors. Peter Mills with 35 on the west side, and Chad Douglas. See, this is our playoff guy here. He's the playoff guy. Let's see our matchup here. Peter Mills, Monty McDaniels, Stan Flores, and Marty Bennett. All right, guys. All right, guys. I'm looking these over. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. We win game 1. We win game 2. Oh yeah, this is easier than the Eastern Conference battles we had. And there we go, another title for the team. Jamal Chandler with 24. We can round that up because it's 0.5. 17 and 9 with a steal. 4 blocks. I haven't even been paying attention to his blocks. I wonder what they were like in the regular season. Swept them. Oh, it feels good, but it feels I feel kind of bad in some ways, but I'll get over it when we got the win. Let's see, how's our team doing now overall? If we go to team history. We have 13 championships now. We've been getting them fast. Now, tell me the Bulls don't have a high pick. They have a 3rd pick now. They're going to get another good pick here. And we don't have squat, do we? No, we don't have a thing. I'm going to have to take a minute and take a look through my team here and just see how I'm lining up and how everything's looking. Because I'd like to keep this core together. I don't think I have to move anyone immediately. But if we have to, we can look and see what the picks are and do our magic some more. Well, all we got is the very, very last pick of this year. And we're going to take this guy. He's a lockdown defender. He does technically have all-star potential. So, it doesn't hurt to have a little point guard prospect guy. But that's it. I decided not to make any moves in the draft. Yeah, McCaw's the guy I was considering. But I felt it was fine to stay. And of course, the Bulls got us. Yeah, I'm really worried about those Bulls. Watch. You mark my words. These guys are going to be a threat in a couple more years. House, can we keep House around? Can we keep Mike around? Because 2K Mike likes Mike. So hopefully we can keep him around. There we go. We locked in Chandler with a 5-year. We got this guy seems like a decent backup point guard. And he seems to really fit our system. So I offered him a 2-year deal and he's agreeing because apparently he does not want to re-sign with us. When I was trying to look at that, I was doing all this talk up about wanting to keep Mike, and Mike doesn't want to stay in the house. So fine. You can freaking leave then. There, it's a done deal. I'm sad to see you go, really, but it's done. Now we got to get ourselves a shooting guard or a small forward. We'll have a look at that and we'll check back in. All right, we picked up a shooting guard, Ramos, who's decent, not bad, who would take a minimum to join our team. Maybe he wants to get a chip. And look at this. Oh my God, Jamal Chandler is a 99 at 24 years old. That's why I gave him a fat contract, because I wanted to get that 5-year contract done. No 3-year deal this time. We wanted that done. And Caver goes to a 98. Whew. Douglas remains a 96. And look at the score, by the way, 24, 25, and 27. He's got 2 years left on his contract, 3 and 5, like a good lock in on those deals. Stan Jackson has 3 years left on his deal. He's remaining at 91. Larson goes up to a 90 on the last year of his deal. We'll have to consider that. Norris goes down 1 to an 87. Wood stays at 81. And Baladis went up to a 79. Good backup center. I'm happy about that. I'm glad we kept him. Then our prospect power forward, who can also play a bit of center, has gone up to a 76. That's good. That's good. AJ's regressed a bit. Oh, so did Ramos, but that's okay. We got him. Look at that hair. So we got these guys in. And then our young Oliver Reeves, potential prospect for point guard. So I'm happy with this team. Oops, I always hit the wrong button there. Happy with this team. Let's move on and check out the rotation. All right, so we're basically got a 10-man rotation, but I am sneaking just 2 minutes into Reeves here. Just to see, squeak him a couple little minutes, let him feel the court a little bit, But look at this starting lineup, and I just love seeing a 99 and a 98. Those are my highest ranked players I've ever had in this, so I'm very happy to see that. And a 90, 91, 96, that's our starting guys. I love it. We got a really good starting system here. We better be freaking good. Let's skip ahead, and then I'm going to look at and see how the team's feeling, see how everything's going. We may have to look at making a move this year, unfortunately. I don't want to lose any of these key guys, so we may have to do it. We'll see how this goes. A good start so far. Look at that, 22 and 3. Keep winning. I kind of don't want to mess with the team, but yeah, we'll look at those contract extensions and everything and see. All right, I think we'll be okay to keep Larson. I do not want to lose a first overall pick for nothing. So I hope I'm right here. I think we'll be able to keep him at the end of the season. I don't think he has another team option left if I got this right, but we're going to risk it. We didn't do any trades. Here's hoping, because again, look how good this team is. If we can do that, become the greatest team of all time in 30 years, going from 1 title to 19, that's pretty impressive. Look at that, Jamal Chandler with another MVP, 26, 15, and 8 with a steal and a half, 2.4 blocks. That amazing shooting continues. Tommy Reynolds, Rookie of the Year, 6-man. Zagarich. Jamal Chandler, DPOY again as well. Tyler Rogers, Most Improved. Dalen Brewer, Clutch Player. Coach of the Year. I think this is a repeat coach. I think we finally kept a coach. And me, Executive of the Year. So we got Chandler and Douglas there on the All-NBA first. Caver on the All-NBA second. I think that's a first too, to have that many players in that kind of a run. All defensive first is Chandler. Nothing else there. All right, and after another incredible year, we're facing Brooklyn in the first round this time. So they fell off a little bit because I believe we faced them in the second round, if I remember correctly. Lloyd George, 94. Kenneth Hayward. Marvin Isley. AC Hunt, and Matthew Temple. I think you're number 1, eh, buddy? See, he's like flexing and saying, I'm number 1. Look at the guys you're facing, bro. I think you're going to be a big old number 2 when this is all done. Oh, I didn't check. Well, we'll let it run here and see. So I didn't check my rotation. There, we swept him. Yeah, sorry. Big old number 2, indeed. Here's our matchup against the Knicks. Kenneth Adams, Gary Bellamy, 87. Aaron McGlue. Oh, yeah, this guy with the ink, 90. Deion Temple, 82. And Papadopoulos, Lambros Papadopoulos at 86. I don't know why I can say that so well, yet I can't say Kermagoo. But there's our matchup against the Knicks, and we win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3, and now we're going to go boop and sim around. Yeah, and we got out of there with a sweep. Another sweep, and we're facing the 3-seeded Milwaukee Bucks this round. Roman Popoff. He's going to try to pop off here in this round, but I think he's going to pop his way into the golf or something. I don't know. How did I cut that out? Ian Buska, Ryan Peeler, Hendrik Fredrickson, Howie Eaton. Good team, but not good enough. I don't think there. I think you're going to have a little struggles against this incredibly deep team. And look, another sweep. I'm not going to say anything yet, but another sweep. We're going to face the Jazz. Damon Dawson, Western Conference MVP, and Jamal Chandler, Eastern. Oh, he's getting that one this time, eh? Not our guy. What's his name? What's our point guard's name? You know what I'm talking about, though. Kind of tired. It's late IRL. So facing the Jazz here, Bullard, Dawson, Williams, Willis, and Oakley. Chad Douglas. Yeah, that's the guy. That's our playoff guy here. Jazz win game 1. Okay, let's just do a little reset here and see what we're looking at here. I think we've got such a good balance on this team now. Everybody's heating up except for Norris here. What the hell, man? What's your problem? Okay. We win game 2. I bet you we're gonna win in them all now. Game 3. Called it. Oh yeah, that had nothing to do with my rotation. I know that. That was just the way I was probably gonna go anyways. But I only tweaked it that slight bit, but we gotta check it out. Anyways, Jamal Chandler wins finals MVP, except he's taken over for Chad. And 35, 14, 9, with 1.6 steal, 1.6 block, 50, and 94. It's 95, we can say. 46. What an incredible stat line for a center. Like, to be shooting 95 from the free throw line and 46 from 3. Oh, well, we didn't touch anything in the draft this time, and this is our 30th option. So we got this guy here, Lucas McLeod, with an all-NBA ceiling and a floor of a starter. Good on defense, vertical leaper, capable defender in low post. Yeah. Don't mind if I do. And what is he again? I don't remember. Small forward / shooting guard, which is actually what our team kind of could use. So we're going to take him right here for pick number 30. Then at the end of the draft, we might hang on to this guy and give him a shot like we did with Mike. I was just thinking maybe the reason Mike didn't stay is because he never really got any minutes. But this guy has some good potential behind him for that pick at the bottom. He's a little guy. But hey, little guy, you get a chance here. You get a chance. Lou, I definitely want to keep. Reeves, who was, he was our 60th pick last year with a lot of potential as a point guard. Now, do we want to see what he does? I think we do. I was afraid of this. They won't let me offer a contract to Larson. We're locked there. I'm going to have to think about this and see, do I risk letting him go? Because I can match something. Do we risk letting him go here? Or do we do a trade-off so that we can keep him for sure? Well, we lost Larson. There was nothing we could really do with that. There was no move that would really free up enough space to get us low enough under the hard cap to be able to re-sign him. So we lost him, but we still have a good team. We have to remember that. And here's our progression. Look, not many up arrows here, unfortunately, but we do have one with Balladus going up to, well, wasn't he already an 80? But anyways, we did keep Balladus, by the way. We were able to get him. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll kind of keep our eye out on the draft next year and see if we can get something. Because who do we have coming up free this year? Chad Douglas. Don't really want to lose him. We'll see, maybe we can do some contract extensions here. But anyway, that was sad. That kind of bummed me out, to be honest. But I didn't see, like I say, I looked at a few trades. I didn't see anything that I feel would be worth it, you know, to keep Larson. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. It's part of the game, right? It's a business. There we go. We got our big three locked in here with, so 4 years minimum with these three together here. Happy about that. So there's the positive to all this. So yeah, we definitely got some weakening going on the bench, but we moved Norris back to the shooting guard. So he's our starting two. And I mean, we still have Caver and Chandler. Caver's sitting at a 99 right now as well. So we got, 299 overalls here. And then our man, Chad Douglas there. We still got a very, very solid threatening team. So we should still have a, like, you know, we'll deal when we get to the playoffs. We can always deal with that. But for now, we're happy with that. Here we are at the end of the season, and Jamal Chandler, no big surprise, another MVP title. With the skills this guy has, I'm not surprised at all. Noel Hardaway, most improved player, interesting. Could have done a trade for him, that's why I say interesting. Andre Sharp, coach of the year, 73-9, as you can see now. There is our record this year. And do I get another one? Nope, not this year. Jamal Chandler and Chad Douglas make it on the first team. Oh, and there's a second. There's Caver on the second. Jamal Chandler, all defensive first team. Caver, all defensive second. Look at that. Bulls are 8th seed. Uh-oh. I've been worried about these guys, and now I got to face them in the first round. Yeah, see, their guys are building up now. McCaw, 82. Barkley, 93. Baker, 91. House, 89. And Richards, 82. Obviously, we got a stronger team overall, but, you know, this team could surprise us. All right, here we go. We win game 1. We win game 2. Oops. We win game 3. They win game 4. And I think at this point we can just go, yeah. And so they got 1. And that's it, thankfully. And we're moving on to face Milwaukee. The next round, I believe we saw them last year. Yeah, because I remember my pop-off jokes. They were horrible, but hey, our team's game wasn't. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. And we sweep them. Miami for the Eastern Conference Finals. Brewer 92. Jacques Full. So I can't say that name. We've seen that guy before though. But that guy there, their power forward, yeah, he's 91. Oh my God, I can't even talk. See, like I say, it's too late IRL. Let's just go. We're not even gonna go there. You had to look at it. You can pause it if you want when we're looking at that. Oh, wow, we breezed through the Heat again this year. We're going to be facing the Jazz again. So it's a repeat of last year. Wizards, Jazz once again in the finals. Yeah, I know they gave us a run. Yeah, they gave us a solid run here. So I'm going to try to get ahead of that. Although looking at it, we should be able to whoop them. But I'm going to get ahead of that and make sure that our main guys are getting some solid minutes here. So yeah, we need all our big guns out there now. Whether you're tired or not, I don't care. Yeah, you're playing well, but we're going to cut your minutes down a bit more. Well, you can actually play the 4 as well, right? So second thoughts, yeah, we're going to cut Lou down and give you some more minutes back. Then you can play at the 4. So Caver, you're going to get a crap ton of minutes. Jackson will give you the extra one. All right, here we go. Facing off against the Jazz. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. Oh, snap. And we swept them. Oh, look at that. Did you see that at the bottom there? Did you see that? Our man Sam Jackson is now tied for the most all-time championships with 11. We wanted to see AJ Debance get there to tie up with Bill Russell, but we got a guy. We got Sam Jackson there. Amazing. That's incredible. 11. Imagine having 11 titles as a player. I don't know if we'll ever see that in our time with the way the caps are and everything.
At least we can see it on here. We can see it here on 2K Mike. So Jamal Chandler, finals MVP there. Those numbers are ridiculous. Look, he never missed a free throw. I don't know how many free throws he took. I'm sure he took a few. Amazing. Another title. We're now sitting 4 away. I know those Celtics haven't won another title. Lakers haven't won one. So yeah, we're sitting 4 away from being the best team in NBA history. Oh, me likey this guy. Me likey this guy. Look at this guy. Rob Cheatham. I was thinking we'll say Cheatham. Shooting guard, small forward. Hall of Fame starter. Look at his floor is Donovan Mitchell. and his ceiling Dwayne Wade. So he's an actual B, not a B minus or anything. I really, 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 really like that. We have another Hall of Fame starter with a ceiling of Tim Duncan and a floor of AC Green. Even as the second pick, we might have to try to see if we can get our hands on a higher pick this year. And you know what? Oh, there's one thing I didn't think of to this, and I called him Sam earlier. I just realized it's Stan. My bad. The one thing I just thought this is great because I think Stan Jackson's regressing. They want Stan Jackson and Austin Wood for their pick. And against our former rivals, the Clips, back when Wemby was around. This is a business, right? We have to remember that because Stan Jackson now has 11 championships, tied with Bill Russell. I'd love to see him get 12, but at the same time, I've got to do it, man. I got to get that. I got to get Cheatham. I've got to get Cheatham because we need to win 5 more titles, and I don't know that we can do it with the team we have now. We could probably get like 2 or 3 more with our team locked down right now. But if we add Cheatham to this, I feel like we will get 5 more titles in we could do it in like 7 years tops. Sorry, Jackson. Much love. But yeah, I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. Cheatham. Welcome. We got 5 championships in 7 years. You got that? You got to help us out with that. For the 30th, we're taking the best available option player here. It's another point guard because I feel like we keep drafting point guards in the last few. But yeah, he's got really good potential. So we're going to add him to the team. We're probably going to have to drop one of our other prospects. I mean, it is what it is. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we still have the very last pick, don't we? Which we're probably not going to do anything with. Well, this year in the progression, nothing too exciting to see. Caver actually went down 1, which surprised me, to 97. And Douglas went down 1 to 95. Validus went to an 81, which I could have sworn he was. But anyways, this is what we got. We managed to pick up some decent backup players, so I think we have a little bit of a stronger bench this year. And hopefully we're going to have a good balance. The balance isn't bad because a lot of these guys can bounce around from position to position. So I'm pretty okay with this. We got Cheatham starting it up here. They got Norris coming off the bench. I think I moved him back. Yeah, I moved him back to a small forward. So we got Norris coming off the bench as the 6th man. And we got our rookie, hopefully rookie sensation Cheatham starting off as starting shooting guard. So I like the setup here. I'm just surprised Caver went down, but we still got Chandler at a 99 now. So that's amazing to see. This team should be will definitely be a first seed, but hopefully we'll be at least making it to the finals, if not more. When we grabbed Cheatham, we said we got to win 5 in the next 7. So that's the goal. Look at the start. Look at the start. Oh, come on, 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 come on. Oh, we lost to the Bucks. The Bucks stops here. Oh, and I lost the very last game of the season. But Jamal Chandler, yet another MVP. I don't even know if it's a 3-4 in a row. Many MVPs. Cheatham does get Rookie of the Year. Awesome. We finally got a guy that we drafted first overall that we actually gave lots of minutes to for a nice change. And look at him. He shot well. 50% from the field, 87% from the free throw line, 41% from 3. All right. I think that was definitely a good move to get him on the team. Sorry again, Stan. 6th man of the year, Monty Rush. DPOY, Jamal Chandler gets another one of those as well. Corey Adrian, most improved player. Clutch player goes to Peter Mills, I believe again. Andre Sharp, our coach. Yay, I'm back in executive of the year. Yeah, we're actually paying our payroll's a lot less than it has been in the past, really. So we should be earning that for sure right now. And look at that, Jamal Chandler and Chad Douglas get to the first All-NBA first team. Second, we got Duro Caver. Jamal Chandler all defensive first, and Caver all defensive second. There's our rookie, Rob Cheatham, and Boomer Sykes. I didn't realize he was a rookie at 34 years old. Interesting, because he was in the G League, and I picked him up. I gave him an offer for the minimum, didn't know if he'd take it, and he did, and he actually got into the all-rookie first team. That's cool. That's a cool story. Let's see who we're facing off first here. Charlotte. We did make a couple trades, by the way, too, to make to free up some roster spots, and we got one of Charlotte's picks too. So I don't know if it's this next year. I can't remember off my head if it's this next year or the year after.
but 8th, so we could get an okay pick for that. But anyways, there's their team. Singletary at a 91. McLeod, Coleman. Oh yeah, I think we did face this team last year, didn't we? There we go. We swept them. Miami in the second round. I believe this is a repeat. Brewer 94. Beasley 90. I'm not even going to try saying that. 80. Silvestray 91. And Derek Wood 78. Good matchup team here. This is a good team. And we win game 1. They win game 2. I was just so confident I didn't even actually look until after. And we win. We're up 3-1. And there we go. We won it in 5. Moving on to the next round against the Bulls. See this Bulls team, 7th seed, but look at them fighting up. I kept saying it. They keep these pieces together anyways. I should throw that asterisk in there. Yeah, look at that. A 90, a 93, and a 91 on their starting lineup. Interesting how they ended up 7th seed. Their bench must really suck. And Richard Washington. He's one of our guys from way, way back in the old days, you know, like way back. How do we do against these guys? We win game 1. We win game 2. Well, they're not really giving us a challenge yet, but I still think they will. All right, Robert Wallace. We're facing OKC again. Robert Wallace and Jamal Chandler are the MVPs of their respective conferences, and we are facing them again now. Last year we swept them, and then I think it was the year before where we had a really good fight with them. So yeah, what's this year gonna bring? I was looking at the rotation, and they actually have Caver starting at the 4. Let's see how it works against this team. Wizards win game 1. It's us. Wizards win game 2. Say it's late IRL. Sorry. We win game 3. Are we gonna sweep them again? We swept them again this year. Oh, that's gotta be hard. I kind of feel bad for those other teams, like I say, but not too bad. And look at this, our man Chad Douglas gets back to a Finals MVP. He was the playoff GOAT for as many years. And there we go. We got that one in the 7 since getting Cheatham. We won his first year, in his rookie year, we got him a title. I mean, he must have been ecstatic. Like if this team was a legit team and I saw they traded up to get me in the draft, I would be stoked. So did we get anything here? We have, yeah, that Charlotte pick. I was right about that. So we have the Charlotte pick at 15, then we got ours at 30. We found a pretty decent gem here at the 15th pick with Jake Henry, who's got potential to be an all-NBA, but minimum a starter at small forward. So we definitely jumped on this one. At 30th spot, we're taking BJ Miller, who's got a all-NBA bench potential, much similar to Garrison O'Connor from last year. And then finally, as the very last pick in the draft, we got Fred Marks here, point guard. Does have some potential behind him. I don't know. We might do another one of those two-way contracts and see. Well, as another season goes through, not a bunch of progressions to look at, but I mean, we are holding on to a lot of our players. So not too big of a surprise, but we got O'Connor up 2. We got McLeod up 1, and then I'll scroll up here to show there's Cheatham, who's up to an 88. All right, we stop in here at the end of January like we usually do, and yeah, we are going to move Caver down. We've done well, though. Like, the team's overall done well, but we are going to move Caver down to the 4 to put Norris into the starting lineup. And yeah, let's see if we can get this going. Look at this, 47 and 4 with 91% chemistry. Let's see if we can keep this rolling. And another amazing season's about to bite the dust. Look at that, 77 and 5. Jamal Chandler gets another MVP under his belt. Con is it Rookie of the Year? We'll just kind of skim through these now. We're not going to go through them all in detail, but totally thought that was the Wizards there. There's our coach. And there's us. Yay, it's me. I don't really look like that dude, just saying. Jamal Chandler, Chad Douglas, first team, amazing. And Daryl Caver on the second. Oh, we've built a great team here. Chandler and Caver on all defensive. Skip through the play-in, and who do we got? New York, Harangamalu, Hamilton, and Papadopoulos. Why is that so fun to say? Papadopoulos. You all try it at home now. Papadopoulos. We should walk over this team, right? Yeah, we're walking over this team. Sorry, guys, but we'll see you around. Enjoy your summer. And we got a decent team in the Magic, but again, you know, we're just gonna walk over this team probably. It's just game 1's good, game 2's good, game 3's good, round is good. Yeah. Oh, they got one win in there. And the Bucks. These poor guys. We've seen them many, many times here. We win game 1, we win game 2, we win game 3, and we swept them. Magic and Warriors battle yet again this year. How are they looking this year? The double Mills, Reynolds, Bennett, and Peterson. I mean, yeah. I ain't gotta say it, right? Ain't gotta say it. Just feel like we need to do some cleanup around here. Yeah.
swept him. I kind of had a feeling that's going to happen, but I didn't want to jinx it. Look at Chad Douglas, 47.5, 48 points a game. We'll just round that up nicely too. 48 points a game, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals. And look at those shooting percentages. That's ridiculous. This team is just, oh my God. Oh my God. So there's another one. So I decided to trade off my picks for a future pick this year because we had 2. We had one from the Twins, I believe it was. Or not the Twins, sorry. We had 1 pick from the Timberwolves, wrong Minnesota team. We had 1 pick from the Timberwolves that we just traded off in our own for future picks, just to skip ahead. And we're going to keep all our guys from last year, or hold on to all these guys or all these player options. All right, looking at our player progression again, we're probably not going to have. Well, we have a couple big moves down there. Cheatham goes up to an 89. Oh, I was hoping he'd jump higher than that. Henry goes up to a 79. He goes up 4. O'Connor goes up 4 to a 78. Miller goes up 4. Marks goes up 2. Not bad. Let's see how our lineup looks for this year coming. All right, studying this lineup, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to run at least at the start of the season with Purdue at the 4. But we might move Caver down to the 4 and put Norris back up again because that did work well for us. But let's at least start the season here and see how it goes, just like we did last year. It started off well. Let's see if we can do the similar thing here. We'll just sim to the end of Jan and then have a look. And we're looking basically the same as last year, 46-5. I think we had 1 more win at the end of January, or sorry, 1 less loss, I should say, at the end of January last year. Not a big deal, so I think we'll just stick with that. But let's have a quick look and see, while we're stopped for a second, and what we can do on contract extensions. So Caver and Douglas, this is going to be, I'm sure we're going to have a hard cap situation come up here. Norris and Bolidus all want to re-sign. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to run into a hard cap issue. Sweet, we can give Bolidus the minimum, which I'm totally cool with. He's happy with that. I'm happy with that. Geez, like we want to keep both these guys, but I feel like Douglas is our most important guy because look at what he did just last finals. And how old is he now? 32. Only give him this too fat of a contract, but we definitely want to keep him around. Caver, we can offer him, so that'll be our big 3 going forward. He's 29. And we'll chop that down a little bit. We got to chop it down some. Norris at 33. I don't know if I want to lock him in yet. I'm going to let that roll for 1 more year. See how that goes. Maybe we'll get a better contract. We'll see how he's doing given his age and everything. But there we go. We've locked in our key guys. Our top 3 guys are locked in while top 4 is coming up too. So we're laughing there, and let's see how we can finish off this season. Can we get, we do have a couple more losses, but can we get to 70 again? Oh, it's getting close. There, we made it. 72-10. Amazing. Great year. Love it. Chandler, another MVP, 30, 16, and 8. Oh, geez, look at those numbers too. And 50, 90, 40. That's like point guard numbers. Rookie of the year, Rex Russell. And we're just going to zoom through here. Do we have, Daryl Caver, defensive player of the year. Nice. So we got 2 trophies going out there. Our coach, and another new coach, Wingate. But not me this time. Michael Meyer. Oh my God. Jamal Chandler on the first team. Second team has Caver and Douglas. And all defensive, we got Caver and Chandler on the first again this year. And that's it. And we won't have any rookies, so we're just going to not even look at that. Let's see who we facing this year. Boston comes around this year. New York did move up because I did take, that's the trade I made for their pick. I didn't bother scouting their team. I was just like, I'm just going to take this trade because I wanted to move on quickly here. So let's just, we didn't even look at Boston, but let's see if we can get through, and then we'll look if we have to. Yeah, I think we're going to get through them, no problem. Sorry, Celtics fans, you're going home. Indy in the next round. It's Bale. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick check on this and realign as recommended here. So, and see how we do. Win game 1, win game 2, win game 3. And we swept them. Milwaukee yet again. Poor Milwaukee. Much the same team. Might move Caver down this time. I think I like this idea. It worked for us last season, so I think I'm going to do that. Oh, they get game 1. Oh, maybe that wasn't the right move. Maybe that wasn't the right move. Caver's shooting amazingly. Chandler is the one struggling a bit here. Douglas struggling a bit on the shooting percentage. Cheatham minus 19 when he's on the court. Yet his numbers are pretty good. His shooting percentage could be better. Like, I'm not moving him off the starting lineup just because he had a rough game here. Oh, I don't know. I like... I'll try. Let's see what happens. We're down 2-0. Let's see if we sim this game. Yeah, we're down 3-0. There might not just be a way around this. We got swept. Wow, we got swept there. So there's our first X since we got Cheatham. We had to get 5 out of 7. So there's one down. Bucks, yeah, we've made the Buck stop a lot. So our Buck is stopping this time around. Who they're going to face Memphis too. Kind of sad for the Warriors too. They don't get to go on and see. And let's see who wins here. And the Bucks win the title. There we go. So popped off in the finals. And they get a title. I mean, I guess we got to give something up every once in a while, right? You know, we got to do that. So there we go. By the way, our trade for the draft pick was for the next year after this one. So we won't see anything here at all. We have the very last pick, and that's it. Which I'm gonna take a look at the draft setup here. Let's just see who's coming up this time around. 81 to start, power forward, and Clayton Grady. I don't know if I want to jump on something right now with the core we have. We have some good pieces coming up too off the bench. I think I'm just going to basically leave this team the way it is. I'm not going to make any drastic changes yet. And we'll see. Whoops, I skipped. Oh, I didn't mean to skip the draft. Shoot. Well, who did they draft for us? Wenli Lee, power forward center. Let's see. Options. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to look at this for long. We'll just take all these. Yep. Marks, they're saying not to offer him a qualifying offer. He's still got potential. He's gone up to 71. I don't see why they can't keep him as a potential backup point guard here. Why not? Lucas McLeod. He had high potential, so I don't want to let him go. Yeah, can we just lock you in with a couple more years? I feel like this guy's still going to be good. So I'm going to go a little higher, a little longer. Yeah, I'm taking the risk on that one. All right, looking at our player progression for this year. Chandler's gone down to a 97. Cheatham's gone up 2 to a 92, so he's still 23. He's still young. Henry goes up to an 81. O'Connor goes up to an 80. Miller jumps up 5 to a 79. Nice. That's about all we got going for us right now. But I'm very happy with that progression. All right, so here's basically the way it's going to look. So BJ Miller is now moved up to our starting because we did not keep Cecil Purdue. So BJ Miller is moved up now to the starting 4. Yeah, again, I think I'm going to keep this rolling. We can always move Norris around if we need to or anything like we did in the past, or even Henry because he's been getting better. But we'll leave it for now, and we'll see how the team runs. I stopped a little early to look. Not that we're doing bad, but we do have a couple more losses in the previous year. But the team overall is pretty good. Like a lot of players heated up. Everyone's like on an up boost from the morale. And as you see, we're 35-7, not quite to the end of January this time. But all in all, I think that's pretty good. I think I'm happy with that. Now, contract extensions. This is where it's going to be a little bit interesting because we have Norris here, who I think, he's going to retire. Okay, his intention is to retire at the end of the season. So you know what? How long has he been on our team through day one? Yeah, I drafted him. When did we draft him? 2039, and it's what, 2050, I believe now, or 2051? So yeah, he's been the Wizards for life. Wants to retire. I think I'm just going to kind of let him retire here. Politis will resign, so I'm probably going to trade him off then, given that, but no one else who can really contract extend. I don't know if it makes a big difference, but seeing as he wants to leave anyways, I'm going to do it. I don't like having people here who don't want to be here kind of thing, you know? So if you don't want to be here, then fine. Here's the door for you. Let me help you on the way out. Because you're going to affect my chemistry, so we don't want that. Well, this is an interesting development. I just went to check into the contract extensions one last time. And now Matthew Norris wants to sign an extension. Yeah, we'll sign him on 2 more years and see. Yeah, there we go. Might as well keep him locked in. Another season bites the dust, and another MVP for Jamal Chandler. Look at that. His numbers aren't quite as solid as they were in the past, but his percentages are still freaking amazing for a center. Which, by the way, he said he might want to test free agency. He's got 3 years left on his contract, so that's something we may have to keep our eye on there. All right, so Milwaukee got first seed this year. Let's see. We're facing Orlando here. Fleming, decent team. Our team is a little more decenter. We win the first 3. Now we're going to hit the old magic round button. There we go. And we swept. Go to Milwaukee. We're going to be keeping a close eye on them. Chicago now, 2-3 seed matchup. Ooh, McCaw 97, Barkley 91, House 95, Mason 88, and Vincent 85. Good team. Can we get past this one? I don't know. We'll see with our lineup too how this works. Let's see how we match up. I'm going to just do a quick old refresh here. And see, we win game 1. We win game 2. Oh, we're doing good. We swept them. Wow, okay. Nice surprise there. And yep, they swept as well. So there we go. 2 undefeated teams going into the Eastern Conference Finals here. Can't say the same on the other side. Both Western Conference teams went to 7 games. Look at that. Then we have Warriors and Memphis, our challenger for the last few years against Memphis, who battled Milwaukee in the finals last year. Any big differences? It looks like basically the same team there. We're a little weak on our 4 spot. Let's see how we do here. They got game 1. Sorry, I'm used to being the first seed. We got game 2. Here, now we're going to our home court. Got game 3. We got game 4. Yeah, boys. They got game 5. And we're going to game 7. I had a feeling. And this is going to be in Milwaukee. Game 7 in Milwaukee. We're going to take a minute to have a good look at this. Okay, our starting 5 is all on fire right now. They're all heated, so. Gulp. All right. We'll see how this goes. Taking a gulp here. Ooh, they went off to a huge start in the first quarter. Oh, man. Yeah, this ain't good. We got whooped. We lose in 7. There's our 2 losses that we said we could do. And will they be the champs again? Yeah, Bucks swept Memphis. And are the champions again with Popoff as their MVP. All right. I think we're going to have to consider some things now for this coming up. Yeah, we can't lose again. And with the 29th pick there, we're taking another power forward this year in Byron Hill. We're going to see out of the 2, which one we end up keeping. Perimeter defense, mid-range shooting, and 3-point shooting from this guy. Yeah, we'll do a 2-way. I don't know if I was going to bother even signing him. We'll do a 2-way. I definitely want to keep the options on both these guys. Although I am going to consider trading somebody off. I'm curious to see, did our guy end up retiring anyways? For future videos, I'm not going to skip over the retirement thing. No, he did stay. Norris did stay. Okay, so that's good to see. We got a lot of qualifying offers to consider here. I'm going to look over this for a quick minute. I know I'm a horrible person. I said I'd let him retire with us here and everything because he's been on our team for all this time. But 2 first-round picks, and we are heavy on that position. We got our young up-and-comer guy. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on this one. And then also it'll free up some cap space that I may very well need in order to lock in Cheatham in the near future here. So yeah, we're doing it. And I'm going to try to offer Cheatham, speaking of. He is a restricted free agent, but I'm going to try to offer him a contract right away and see if we can get something locked in. I know he's going to want a 3-year because they're weird. But we'll see if we can lock him in with a contract right away and see what he thinks of that. There, what do you think of that contract there, buddy? But we are definitely going to match his contract for sure. There's a lot to read here. And we're letting Mark Golub and Perkins go. Perkins was part of that trade we did. Just going to let him go. There, so we locked in O'Connor and Cheatham. That's awesome. There's a lot to read here, so I'm just going through. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of spots available after this one. So there we go. That is amazing. We got them locked in. Wow, I haven't seen our salary that low in a long time on this team. All right, we filled up the team. We got a couple good backup players, I feel, on the line. And let's see how the progression looks. Hopefully they don't regress, those people I just picked up. Haver stays at 97. Chandler stays at 97. Douglas stays at 95. Cheatham goes up 1 more anyways to 93. Henry jumps up 4 to 85. See, good, because he's going to be our backup 3, right? So that's why we had to part ways with Norris there. O'Connor goes up 1, which we had just re-signed. So, I mean, I'll take that for backup point guard at 81. That's not bad. Oh, there's the one guy we signed, Cook. He did go down 2. So I thought I got him for a good deal, but he was a little older player. But hey, we need some veteran experience on here, right? And anything else? Yeah, those couple guys went down. And then Lee went up 2, which was actually the game drafted because I kind of screwed up on that one. But there we go. So our starting lineup, I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to beat Milwaukee, at least in the regular season, but we'll see what we could do as we move down in the season. We might have to make a move, but we'll see how this goes. Everyone's kind of feeling a little down for some reason at the start of the season, but morale should hopefully fix that. Hopefully this team will be happy. But we're running a 9-man rotation and a decent one, I feel. Like the depth isn't too bad. And we're fairly balanced overall. I don't mind that. So I'm just going to run it in a little bit here and we'll see how we look. And I'm pleasantly surprised. Look at 24-1 to start the season. Okay. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. We'll skip ahead a little more. See if we can keep a win streak on the go. Yeah, look at this win streak we got. Oh, we lost by 1 to the Hawks there. Oh, you busted up our win streak. Oh. All right, well, we're looking pretty decent. Can we do any contract extensions? Do we want to do any contract extensions? What are we looking at here? Chandler does say he will resign, although he was talking about exploring free agency. So I think I got to lock him in while I can. How old is he now? 31. So 3 more years, get him to 34. Yeah. I'm going to lock him in while we can here, but I'm going to drop that quite a bit if I can get away with it. Can I get away with that? Yeah, I mean, that's not much from the top. So we're giving you a nice contract, and that's the only thing we can do. All right. We're not going to do any trades or anything the way this is looking. I'm happy with it. The chemistry's great. The team's doing well. So we'll just keep it the way it is, and we'll catch you in the offseason. I meant to say playoffs. We'll catch you in the playoffs. So we finished 72-10 again this year. Amazing. Chandler with another MVP. That is just so good to see. And our coach, Dion Aldridge. Hey, our coach stick around. And me! Yay, that's me. Chandler gets on the first team. Caver goes to the third team with Douglas. So I'm happy with that. I got 3 players on all NBA teams. All defensive first. Caver and Chandler are there again. I love that. And look at that. We did end up in the first seed thanks to those 72 wins. I wonder how close. I just got to see for curiosity. Bucks were 60-22. Okay, so we did get a significant lead there. And look at our point differential, 20.9. Closest is Milwaukee with 12.5. And everyone else is pretty low in the conference. Overall, let's look at that, actually, overall. Yeah, still the same, really. We're the 2 standout teams there. So we're not even going to look at Miami unless we see something crazy happening. No disrespect, of course. I love the Heat IRL. This go Indy second round. This is a common theme. I think that's a different Popov, Pavlo Popov. I don't think that's the same one that was on Milwaukee. If it was, though, that might help our chances against them. Pretty good, pretty good. Look, we had an equal match there on the 4, which is our kind of our weakest spot, weakest position, really. So we should. Oh, they did get 1. They got 1 on us. And here we go. Here's our Milwaukee rival again. Yeah, it is Roman. That's right, Roman Popov. That's their main guy. But I mean, look, we should be able to beat this team. If I have to do a little shift of the schedule or the rotation, let's see how they recommend, and then we'll look at it from there. BJ Miller's on fire right now. Do we keep him? Because Henry's not. Let's see, I guess, how the first game goes with that. We did win the first one. I'm actually going to be a little anal on this and kind of adjust it game by game here. We win game 2. Okay, that's paying off. Don't usually bother doing it this much, but maybe I should be. We win game 3. I'm literally just going to keep doing it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Yes, and we swept Milwaukee. We owed you a sweep. We owed you some brooms from 2 seasons ago. All right, now we're facing the Lakers this year. Okay. Dexter Lydon. And then Jamal Chandler. No big surprise there. Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So Lakers, who were a 5th seed, make it through. Who do you got? Wow, you must have had a good run there. So we do have a kind of a rough matchup with their main guy, Oakley, on Miller there. But we'll see how this goes. I might, once again, I'm going to, say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to, game by game, adjust that a bit. It's not a big difference, but hey, maybe it makes the difference. Lakers actually won the first game. Rogers had a solid game. Who's their small forward? They won by 15. That was really the first, eh? First half, even. First half was ugly. How did our guys do? Douglas had 22, Caver 20. Balanced shooting percentages. How are we looking here? I know this is the final, so I can really tweak this if I feel it necessary. We're just weak at this position, but Caver can play both. So I'm gonna just kind of do that. I'm gonna hope Henry has a better game here. We're gonna move him up a bit. Chandler, you're gonna play a lot of minutes, sorry. Can we win game 2? We won game 2. We won game 3. We won game 4. And there we go. We're back on it. Woo! Good run there. Caver gets the finals MVP this year. Good job, Caver. Solid numbers again, too, from these guys. I love the shooting percentages. And this guy even has 2 steals and 3 blocks. Incredible. What a run. Well, that's sick. Remember I talked about that New York pick? That actually ends up moving up to a 9th pick, which is awesome. So I'm going to take a look and see if there's any way we can possibly move a little higher, but I'm going to see if it's even worth it. What we could potentially do. Do we move our 30th pick just for another season? We'll look at all that and I'll get back to you. I do like the looks of Jack Finley right here. Out of these guys, there's actually 2 really solid centers again. But Finley here has a lot of potential and he's the 3rd. So I am going to see. I'm going to have a look anyways and see how much it'll cost me to move up. I didn't even notice till now I have the 15th pick as well. Here, look, I'll give you all 3 first-round picks for 1 first-round pick. Do not want to give up that 3rd pick, eh? Maybe Charlotte will give us the 2nd pick for those 3 picks? No. I think we're kind of SOL because I did look in there. What they are asking for is just not acceptable in my books.
So I don't think we'll be able to move up, unfortunately. Who was it again that had the first pick? They do have a lot of cap space. Is there any player I could possibly throw on there to entice the deal? Don't really want to throw in one of my top guys here. Those 4 guys are untouchable. I guess we're just stuck. But I mean, at least we have 2 good picks here. Like we have a 9th and 15th pick. All right, off we go. So Doyle Miller, the 1 center, goes first. Jack Finley, that's the guy we wanted. He goes second. It's another small forward, but we got to take Timmy Stanley here. He's got a huge wingspan and high potential for our 9th pick. So welcome to the team, Timmy. Timmy. Well, we had a choice really between yet another small forward or a point guard who was like had high potential, but he was only 5'10". I didn't know if I wanted to take the jump on that one. So we're going with James Hickson here. He does play power forward as backup, and he's like a huge defensive guru type of guy. So I think that'll be a good pick. And his floor is basically a starter as well. So regardless, even if it's a trade piece, got a great player right there. But this was the guy we really wanted to jump on because we needed a step out, like a standout power forward. But it is what it is. We got some good players here. And like I say, the one guy can play power forward as a secondary position. Maybe we can switch that around and see how that affects him and go from there. All right, there we go. So in order to keep, we were able to get, I wanted to lock these guys in. So we were able to lock all 3 of our main guys in here from our main rotation from last year. Cook will probably regress in all honesty, but I want to keep him on the team. He's has good chemistry with the team and everything, blah, blah, blah. But we do have to make sure we renounce rights on all these other guys. So yeah, we just, it's the only way it's going to let us do this. So we're definitely going to do that because we need those 3 guys. They're key pieces. It's not going to let me sign BJ. He's still a restricted free agent. Okay. But just in case, I guess we better get a power forward or shooting guard. Ideally, just a power forward. Do we have someone we can get for cheap? Rudolph Jackson. Can give you a minimum contract, 32. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Jameson. I said Jackson. Jameson. Rudolph Jameson. Welcome. He accepted the qualifying offer. Okay, so he's still on our team. One way or another, he's still on our team. All right, that's good. So Chandler goes down to 96. Ooh, Caver goes down to 95. Cheatham goes up 1 more to 94 at least. Douglas goes down 2 to 93. Henry goes up 2 to 87. Nice. O'Connor goes up 3 to 84. That's our backup point guard. I love that. And McLeod and Mobley go up 1. And Hill goes up 4. Byron Hill. Yeah, he was... where did we get him again? Oh, 29th pick 2 years ago. So we are going to hit the hard cap wall again. I was thinking about, like, even though these guys are aging, I was going to lock them in and, potentially make a trade for a pick in the next coming offseason. But yeah, it's already saying we cannot do that. And they do have 2 years left. So we do have to be mindful of that. But we can potentially look at trading Caver and or Douglas or both. If we can get a good pick for them. I hope it doesn't, like, that'll work out. And then we'll be able to sign the other, kind of thing. Lock them in for the meantime. But we're off to a decent start as the team goes here. We're just going to, I think, go through the season, actually. I don't think we're going to make any moves or anything this year either. At least not at this moment. Because, yeah, we got the ability to win another title here for sure. All right, Jamal Chandler with another MVP. Look, he's still shooting incredibly. Anybody else? Jamal Chandler, also DPOY. He's going to be on All NBA first. And our another coach, John Nash. As you see, we regressed a bit in our record, 68-14. But we got the title. Look, we both have this exact same posture. But yeah, we did get 68 wins. That's still really good. Chandler All NBA first. Like I said, no surprise there. Caver on the 3rd. And Chandler on defensive first. Caver defensive second. So this first round we face up with Boston. Does have a couple good players, but I mean, yeah. Let's do the old balance for playoffs here. Yeah, they're going to move Henry up and have Caver at the 4, which is what I really like. I actually like that lineup better for the playoffs. Should be able to skip through. Yeah, we swept him. Look, Milwaukee 2nd seed again, so we're probably going to face them. Sure we can. Another sweep. We move up. Here they are. Feel like our team is stronger than theirs this year. Oh, Milwaukee wins game 1, though. I'm going to leave it. Win game 2 as well. What? This rotation seems to struggle against them for some reason. There, let's bump that up and see if that... I don't know if any of that's going to make any difference. There we go. We've tied it up 2 games apiece. Huge game 5 here. Can we come out on top? We are at home. Oh, yeah. No probs. No probs. Douglas with 27. Cheatham with 27. Caver with 24. Yep, good shooting percentages. All right, so we're up. I'm going to simcast this again. Can we win it in Milwaukee and just end this series? I don't want to go to another game 7.
I'd like to get a couple days off before the next series. Oh, it's a close game. We're up 2. Let's jump in. We're up 2 with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Yeah, let's see some game action. It's been a minute since we've seen some. All right, Chandler takes it from the inbound. So we do have possession of the ball as well right now. Over to Henry. Swings it across to Douglas. Chandler in the post. Oh, no problem. That was too easy. And we take the 4-point lead with now 1:59 remaining in the game. Wright Foreman's bringing it up for the Bucks. Oh, they're going to do an ISO, but he does nothing. So he swings it over to Erickson, over to Eaton. Back to Wright Foreman, back to Erickson. They're swinging around the perimeter. Now we got a pick running here. He's going to take the 3. That was a good look, but he did not get it. And Chandler gets the rebound. I love how our center's bringing it up. Caver with a quick attack, but no good. I don't know if I like that shot selection, especially with a 4-point game with the time. We need to kill some clock here. Looks like they're going to set up for a post-up with Eaton here. Yep. Spins, fires, and gets the bucket. We're back to a 2-point game. All the more reason we shouldn't have done that quick shot Caver in that last possession. Pick coming here. Wide open 3. They like doing these. And a miss. So Milwaukee has a chance to tie or take the lead here. Eaton's got good post position, and he makes it. Tie game. Come on, guys. We need a bucket here. This is a big possession. Need a bucket here. Need a bucket. Here we go. Yeah, Chandler's just waiting for it. He's like, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Yeah, swing it back out. Yeah, you didn't really have a good shot there. I don't know what you were really doing. Douglas takes the 3 and misses. It's not a shot selection I like either. Seems to happen a lot when you watch these games. The shot selections are horrible. Wright Foreman, he's got Eaton wide open. Oh, deflected, but nope, he gets it and dunks it in. They now have a 2-point lead, guys. We're not calling a timeout, surprise. Oh, we're out of timeouts. We burned through our timeouts. What's going on with our coach? We're going to need another new coach. Okay, wasting too much time here. We should be getting a quick shot. What are we doing? Oh my God. How badly I wanted to take over. And then he steps out of bounds. You know how badly I wanted to take over the friggin' control of that game right there? What is happening? You threw it away. You didn't get a friggin' bucket since we tuned in. 6-0 run by the Bucks. That's the end of that game. So we're going to a game 7. As much as I really didn't want to see one. At least we got home court advantage. So we got a complete shuffle of the rotation here. We're going to try everything. Which, by the way, this rotation shuffle seemed to work very well. Wow, 147 points in that game. And we crushed them there. And yeah, Pelicans have been waiting for a while. They've finished their series in 5. So hopefully our guys aren't too tired here. As Daryl Caver actually gets the Eastern Conference MVP there. So Wizards Pels, this team is very weak on the front court. So hopefully we can, even though our guys are tired, yeah, we swept him. Look at Jamal Chandler. He loves the finals. Wow. 28, 15, and 8. Wow. And there it is. 19 championships for the Wizards. That's incredible. And we're at what? 2053. Yeah, 2053. So that's pretty good. What's that in 28 years? Yeah, 28 years. We got 18 of those titles in 28 years. That's really impressive. What a crush. What a cool thing to see. And we do still have a good team right now set up, so we could even win some more. Before we go, here's a quick look at a couple of our main players. As you see, Jamal Chandler here. Incredible resume. 10-time champion, 10-time MVP, 4-time finals MVP, 10-time All-Star, 11-time All-First Team NBA, DPOY 4 times. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. There's Caver also with his own 10 champions, 1 finals MVP, 11 All-Stars, 5 second team, 3 third team, and DPOY in 2050. Cheatham wins 4 in his very small career. In 6 years pro, wins 4 titles. And he got the Rookie of the Year and first team All-Rookie. That as well. 14 championships for Chad Douglas. By far the most by any single player. In his 17 professional years, 14 titles. Isn't that insane? He got a couple MVPs, 5 finals MVPs, 14 All-Stars, 7 All-NBA first teams, and 3 seconds. That's crazy. And on that wild note, that's where we're going to call this. So not only did we make the Wizards the greatest franchise of all time, we also made a GOAT, I would say, right here in Chad Douglas as well. Incredible, incredible stuff. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching. If you can, give me a like, give me a sub, give me a comment if you have any thoughts of another video you want me to do. I'd appreciate that. And there's a look at his numbers real quick as we're ending out here. But again, thanks so much for the support. Appreciate it. We're trying to grow this brand new channel. Much love to you all. Catch you in the next one. Peace.